King Combs record.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by NJ Vitamin Plug, New Jersey Vitamin Plug, at NJ Vitamin Plug on Instagram and on Twitter. Go to the website. Learn about how to get ashwagandha, sea moss, mullein leaf, elderberry for your health. Use the code IGNORANCE10 at NJ Vitamin Plug, New Jersey Vitamin Plug. Bombs!
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
We started? Is this it? This is reasonable inference.
Not yet. We got you.
Yes, sir.
Now.
This is the ignorant shit you like.
I am King Cool.
This is the ignorant shit you like. This is the ignorant shit you like. Come on. This is the ignorant shit you like.
I'm over got a 9 chasing a chicken.
Bomb!
I'm going to open up a hospital for mentally ill Africans. I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you and I love you. You're part of our family. I cannot let you go and do what you want to do. I care about the coons, brothers and sisters. I care about the coons, brothers and sisters. We're going to open up a mental health rehabilitation hospital for political coonery. We are going to treat the coons, brothers and sisters. We can't leave them out there. We have to treat the coons. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for coons. We have to rehabilitate the coons, brothers and sisters. Let us save the coons. We have to do this. We have to do this.
Danielle, when are we going to have a Garvey baby? Lord have mercy, Sister Danielle. You must not have heard me. Sister Danielle wants to have a Garveyite baby with King Kongalicious. Sister Danielle, and she fine too. Look at them eyes. Sister Danielle, listen, baby. We got to build the nation first. If I give up all my testosterone, I won't have no energy to build the nation. I got to build first, okay? We must build before the back shots. We must handle the business before the back shots. It is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the punani. It is revolution over the romance. Sister Danielle wants to have a baby with King Kongalicious. She fine too. Lord have mercy. Might have triplets. But Sister Danielle, stay focused, my sister. Understand, overstand, and understand that the building, the nation building must come before the back shots. I said the nation building must come before the back shots. Brothers and sisters, we must stay focused.
We must stay focused.
We must stay focused.
We must stay focused. Must stay focused.
You must stay cool.
Magic Mike, what up?
Magic, what's going on?
When you see me in the club, say what's up, ski.
Heard you down there, down there listening to Atlantic Star in 101-degree weather, topless. That's what I heard. That's what the streets. Pause. Down there, talking about circles. Go around it.
Super pause.
Michael Walton, what's going on?
What up, Onika?
Hey, Onika.
What up, Onika?
Yeah, that's good. How you doing? Sound guy Mike is here.
What up, y'all? What up?
What's happening? Mike, let's go through them, please.
Chopper.
Okay, all right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Akibalan.
Who?
No. Okay, well, go ahead. Go with Farouk and Fakhtar. There you go. All right. Latin soul.
Mike says you heard wrong, Mello.
Abubakar.
What?
We are doing
higher learning.
What is
what is higher learning?
What is higher?
That's for you.
You know, you need what else you need? Amen. Amen. You need that one.
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Back another week. The the most hottest time in the city of Chicago that I've ever dealt with in my whole life.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why it's not.
Why is it not?
Because 1995 was the most hottest time you probably ever dealt with, if you remember correctly, in the city of Chicago.
I was in the Carbondale.
That was a bad time for Chicago that summer.
When, a lot of
Remember
people
VA
died, right?
Ocean?
Heat strokes and shit, right?
People was dying.
Ain't
every
nothing
day.
hotter than a bitch going through your phone.
Yep.
Hit it again. Say it again.
Ain't nothing hotter than a bitch going through your phone.
It's that fucking hot out there.
Yeah, it's that hot.
I don't know, Coach. I don't know. This is 101 degrees for 2 days straight.
Well, the people who listen to this podcast, if they remember in the summer of 95, it was 100 plus every day for like
Jessica.
almost, I want to say a week straight. And people were dying.
Were you? Where were you in 95 at that time?
I was at home. I never forget.
On the west side?
Yeah, I never forget laying on the floor, box fans in the window,
Pop it!
because we're on the second floor. So, as we know, heat rises.
Bong.
And anybody who's been in a 2-flat building, you understand how that goes.
That goes, man, deodorant, fuck it.
But some,
Okay, this is what
But
you need
so
to do.
many-
Move the mic over there where you at, okay? Because the other person's not coming.
so many people was dying that they had to go get those meat trucks to hold the bodies because the morgues was running out of room. So it was bad. It was real bad. That's why I'm like, when everybody talking about it's hot, I'm like, yeah, this 2 days. But I remember that summer, it was like every day.
Jessica, what I
Every
do?
day.
A lot of niggas didn't have central air back then, am I correct?
No.
Okay. A lot of niggas didn't have central air.
Nope.
The air conditioner was in the window. Am I right?
Yep, the window air AC.
The window ACs
Yep.
back then. If you had how long did you had Bougie Negro for the hundreds? How long have you had central air in your life?
Shit, when I moved out to the burbs and when I was in high school.
See, that's
I
why I
had
said
Central in high school.
the Bougie Negro had central air back then.
Bougie Negro.
The Bougie Negro from the hundreds.
bourgeois.
Lobster tails of Kool-Aid, B.
Bougie G over here.
Preppy folks.
Preppy folks, aka Bougie G, pause, had central air.
Yeah.
We didn't have central air back then.
Yeah.
You only had central air if you worked in an office building.
I went to Moore Noix.
Pop it! That's true.
That
That's
was
true.
Alaska and there. Shit.
It on the west side and the south side.
Shit.
Yeah.
That fucking store.
But it's been 100 something plus degrees here. It was 92 degrees this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning this morning. 100 something. It got up to 100 today.
Yeah.
I said, pray for everybody. Laugh out loud. Pray for everybody who who is still part of the white box fan delegation. That's $29.99 at these whatever store, whether it be Walgreens, Rite Aid, Kroger, CVS,
Real talk.
whoever's selling the white box fans. Pray for them. Pray for also the black hoodie and the Pooh Shiesty ski mask wearing niggas.
And pray.
Uh-huh.
Pray for the big breast women
Correct.
these past 2 days.
Pray for the plus size delegation.
They eat gravy.
Pop it!
Pray for the soul food eaters.
You got to pray for them because why? They need to take 3 showers a day. This is 3 shower a day weather. Not just the regular old 2 shower a day for the big people. But if you're a big in this kind of situation, of weather situation, then it's 3 showers a fucking day minimum.
3 showers a day.
You cannot go to bed dirty. You got to take a shower before you go to bed. You got to take a shower before you go to bed.
Yep.
You cannot go to bed sweaty, smelly. Talking about, I got to get on the game. And then I'm going to go to bed.
That's true though.
You can't do that.
That's true.
If you're a big size guy or big size girl.
I gotta get on that.
So all you broads that was out here today letting your belly show with that two piece with the shit that only comes down right up under the titty and it shows the stretch marks, and the other ones are right up under your belly, the leggings or whatever it's called, or if you had the one piece on and you know you was really really overlapping, you know you
were melting.
Bombs. You had to have that on today.
And if you had hair on your box, a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Smell like a monkey cage.
Pop it. It smelled like a what?
A monkey cage.
Hair on your box or hair under your armpits. It's okay to shave hair up under your armpits. It is. But it was hot as fuck today. Still hot. I don't know how the motherfucking Mexicans over there playing soccer right now, over that field right now, because all I hear when I pulled up was
hit the Jeff.
My God.
Shout out to Jeff the Illis, under the weather. He'll be back next week. Hand claps. Shout out to my man Nick, not here, taking care of business with Mom Dukes.
Take care of business.
Shout out to Nick for having me on his podcast.
Yeah, just 3. You can have it. You be the 4th. Pause.
Have me on his podcast this past weekend.
How was that? How was the
Good
experience?
time, man. It was a good time talking with the young guys.
Did you get? What kind of insight did you get from the young guys, the younger guys?
We just talked about, they got different opinions on the rap culture, obviously, different opinions on sports. So it was good to go back and forth with the banter.
Did you get any talking points in at all?
Oh yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Because with the lead host.
No, I think he just does that to you personally.
With the lead host, he won't let you get some points in.
I did just you.
No. Why is that? What with me?
Because you his brother.
That's
just my observation.
I do silly shit. I'll say some silly shit and do some shit on his pod and go into a whole different voice, like my boy language.
Yeah.
Test.
That kind of shit like that.
Check 1 2.
He's doing a live pod check.
Check 1 2.
While we were talking, while we're potting. Sound guy Mike. Hand claps to him.
He said every day in Houston is
Magic Mike says every day in Houston has been 101 degrees.
Shit.
Every day in Dallas has been 100, right?
The wife said it felt like Vegas heat out here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it felt like the Caribbean heat.
No, I felt like Vegas heat.
You feel like Vegas heat?
Yeah, when I sat on the back porch on the patio earlier,
That's when it got
it was
me.
hot.
Yeah.
And it was a breeze. It was tripped out. It was a hot breeze.
That's
It's
what
like
got me.
sticking your head in the oven.
I don't know, man. I feel for the people that's homeless. I drove past, certain situations with the homeless situations and everything. I feel for them.
Yeah, because a lot of them won't go to the cooling centers. A lot of them just won't go.
Man, they got their tents set up and everything. I mean, like I said, I feel for them, but at the same time, they ain't got to pay no bills. So it's fuck them. Because they said fuck it. I'm not paying no bills.
So deal.
I'm going to live off the fucking land, right?
So deal with this free heat.
Hit it!
Free heat.
The week before you were here, and last week you weren't here due to private matter.
Yep.
But go ahead.
Grandmother's passing.
And the funeral was the
19th.
Would you all have is it such thing now as everybody crying at the funeral, or was it a such thing where everybody is celebrating? Did you have a DJ there?
No, it
was it
wasn't
like
nigga
those
though.
kind of? Did you
No.
play the blues at all?
No, it was pretty much, man. I'll say this: get your shit together in your family, man.
Pop it.
I mean, it was. You know how outside looking in, people was like, "Oh, they crying, they hugging." we were selling. We were sad our grandmother's gone, but we were mending relationships, man, that's been separate for years.
Okay.
Like we ain't all been together in one room in 13 years.
Damn.
So that was
Not
my
even a
aunt's
family
funeral.
reunion or anything like that?
None of that, yo.
This is on your father's side,
It's
right?
on my dad's side.
Go ahead.
Took a funeral for that.
So it took a funeral, my grandmother's funeral, and the blessing of it was I was blessed enough to have a crib where everybody came over and we bonded. We mended relationships, man. That's been gap for 13 years.
I wanted to come by, but then something told me at the same time, hey, this is his time to bond with his family. I wanted to come by and check on you.
Bro, you was good.
You know what I'm saying?
He would have let you in.
I'll let you in, pause.
But you probably didn't have any glizzies though.
Nah,
No chicken glizzies though, because
we
that's
had-
one of that's the main. When you go to B. Abel's house, you all, the main thing I have to have when I go over there is a chicken
Scarborough.
glizzy. A what?
Yeah, no, Scarborough Brown, shout out.
Shout out to Scarborough Brown.
Yeah, Jamal is the reason why I have to cook chicken glizzies. Chicken glizzies, man.
Jamal.
Yeah, the glizzy man.
Glizzy God.
I gotta disappear. I can't let nobody watch me do it. Pause.
He
mean,
faded like Homer in the bushes.
right. Pop it. Hey, so you had to mend fences.
Yeah.
Good time.
Word.
A lot of hugs.
A lot of hugs. A lot of just a lot of hugs and the main thing was just mending, bro. Like life is short. Time is short. People leaving. You know what I'm saying? So we just mended relationships, man, that's been gapped for years.
Got new tax clients?
Siblings, brothers, yeah, also. Hell yeah, I got new tax clients.
I knew you was
all that.
passing out that card, right? I do your taxes.
No, when I was, doing a tour through the crib, like, oh, that's the office where I do my taxes at. Three cousins like, oh,
You do taxes?
oh, you do taxes? Oh, you got mine.
You know
what
I'm a
saying?
plumber on the side.
So, but yeah, man, you got
And I do photography.
You got them beefs in your family, man. You ain't seen a cousin in so many years. Man, that shit, yo. For real. Because we was raised better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the highlight of it, man, was just to mend and celebrate each other.
Hand claps to that. May Allah be pleased with her
word
soul.
up, Mike. Funerals are the new family reunions. Word up.
May Allah be pleased with her soul. She's still gonna live on through you no matter what. You know that, right? Yeah, she's still gonna live on through you.
All day.
Coach, how you been?
What up, babe?
We're good, man.
Yeah. What's the latest with you?
Not much. It's August almost over. Celebrated my mom's birthday Sunday.
This past Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you all do?
Her, her sister lives in Milwaukee, and my cousin and stuff. So I took her up there. We took her out. It was just supposed to be me, my old man, my mom, and my wife and daughter, and my mom's sister. Ended up being like the whole family from Milwaukee. They came to dinner. My mom was ecstatic because she didn't know they was all coming.
Right.
So it was a good time, man. And then, I was talking to my cousin. It's funny B bring this up, but I was talking to my cousin. I was like, this is what we should be doing instead of waiting for a damn funeral.
Word.
Pop it.
We celebrate his birthday. And, it was a good time, man. We took pictures and everything. Everybody, just seeing my younger cousins, they are adults now. They grown. They got their kids. They kind because when they was younger and I was like 14, they kind of looked up at me as like the older, wiser cousin. So now, seeing them now, they calling me old man, OG, all that. So it's just talking and just seeing my aunt and then
knowing damn well you listen to Lil Baby like them too, right?
And they know I do. That's why they be talking to me like that. But it was a good time. My mama, I really did it for my mom. So it was a good time, man. It was, it wasn't. We went over there mourning a death. We went over there saying, man, I remember when Unc used to do it. Everybody was there just talking and having a good time. So, we trying to put together something now for like not a family reunion, but like a get together.
Right, we on the same thing.
We 90 miles away from each other, so it's like, what's the excuse?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuse. You 90 miles away.
You skip up right there. That's
Took
right
me
up.
an hour to get there.
Straight shot, right?
Straight shot. So it was a good time. My mom enjoyed herself. She made 76 years.
Word.
Still young. Yeah, that's good.
She had a good time. My old man had a good time. It was just fun, man.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yep.
Son starting senior year.
Senior year for that boy.
Yeah.
Senior year, man. Yep.
Senior year.
It's
huh?
here, man. It's
here?
here.
Well,
It's here.
we still taking a look at
He still got them all on the list. Morehouse, all of them on the list.
you know what I'm rooting
He
for,
got
right?
Carmerdale on the list.
You know what I'm rooting for, right?
What you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Morehouse.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Morehouse.
I am too.
Yeah, let me know. We gotta get some scholarships going,
Yeah.
right? or something, right?
I'm rooting for Morehouse. So
Yeah, we rooting for Morehouse. Yeah, I
Life
mean
is
Carbondale's
life, man.
great too. Don't get me wrong. You know,
that's like
Carbondale's great.
that's the one state school. You know, he
Right.
interested in.
Carbondale.
Yeah, that's the one state school. He preferred to go out of state, but like things happen. He said, you know, Carbondale. That's where he wouldn't mind going.
That's a straight shot down, 57.
Yep.
Then you got Morehouse's, which is 12 hours down to 65 to 24. Let's take you right there. But and it's Atlanta, which is a flight, hour and a half flight, 2 hour and a half.
I just want him to have culture. You know, I know y'all understand what I mean. I want him to have some culture. He was in a pretty much all-white high school institution. He already expressed to me like it's been hard doing 4 years
With
at
white
the
folks.
institution, you know, with the white kids, and he just like, you know, he's telling me they phony. You know, it's
Gotta watch them.
the black kids that go there, they all hang together. So you know, he's just saying like, Dad, I really want to go somewhere with my people when I go to college.
Mine's is starting her junior year, so I understand what you're saying. Her targets are USC or UCLA, one of the USC or UCLA, and I'm pushing for Howard because of the expertise that the major that she wants to go into, which is
And she picked
film and
theater.
television.
And she's got 2 schools on her list that are phenomenal for what she want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that's
Yeah, them two is dope.
that's like the upper echelon for what she wants to do.
I'm pushing for Howard.
Yeah.
I really am. I want Howard University. I don't mind, getting on that flight, going up there, or taking that drive if need be. But, that flight, going up to Howard, whatever. What's the comment saying?
Mike, he was just wishing my mom happy birthday. Mike was saying that, like B said, funeral services are the new family reunion. I mean,
Mike was here this weekend
For the reunion?
Harper reunion.
Harper.
Yeah. Heard them brawls was fighting out there. I seen them brawls was fighting out there.
Mike, them old Browns was fighting, man.
What happened, Mike? You got to talk to us about that.
Yeah, Mike, you got to give us the 411 on that. Give us the quick.
There's some kind of clip on one of them goddamn blog sites. I mean, that bitch bought the other one over.
Really?
For real, man.
Man.
Had to be some young bitches from Inglewood,
I was a young Harper class.
Yeah, it had to
Mike.
be. It had to be. Had to be.
She fucked her man in high school. Had to get her lick back.
Get a lick back.
Bumps.
Man, speaking of the reunions, they've been doing this thing on Instagram. So apparently Hyde Park had the best all-class reunion.
As of right now.
As of right now. Apparently they had the best.
CVS is next. That's.
I'm like, I didn't even know this was like
Yeah.
What's the criteria? Like, what's...
The head count. The
Oh, that's
visual.
what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. How many people show up?
Yeah.
The head count. Okay, I'm gonna tell you because Dunbar ranks up there as
So
far
they
as
had them,
reunions.
but
Yeah.
they was on the list
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, Dunbar ranks
They
up
was
there
on the list.
because they said our all class reunion is like a mini Freaknik. The times that I've gone, I guess when I'm there, I'm selling popcorn, so I don't see no titties getting shook, no titties getting shown, or shit like that. You know
You
what
see
I'm saying?
titties when they hand you that money.
Yeah.
Bumps.
You looking, nigga. Don't act like that.
But I've never seen a whole situation, where they shaking their ass like that, or that kind of situation where you're a Freaknik. But it is what it is. It's just real big and everything,
Okay. I ain't
Real
know it
big
went
stuff.
down like that.
Yeah.
What,
Like
so you said the
Simeon's.
West Side high schools don't do the same?
I mean, they do, but they didn't get mentioned. See, me personally, I just feel like in the demographic wise, it's more people from the South Side in Chicago as a whole than it is from the West Side. So I see why those classes are big. Like I was looking at the Hyde Park, man. They had that was like a fucking
They
like,
took over Midway Plaza.
yeah, it was huge. All them people was out there.
Yeah.
And then who? Morgan Parks just had theirs.
My wife was there for hers at Morgan Park.
Where was
She
it
said
at?
that was a great time.
Crestwood.
Crestwood, yep.
Limb Bloom's coming
Yep.
up this Saturday, I think.
I don't never go with her to hers though.
I mean,
I went.
my old lady went to King, so I don't know if they, they have what they have. That's a rival, so it don't make a difference to
Sure
us.
is, it sure is.
But they say, with Dunbar, we take over the Washington Park.
So
over
Our
around-
West though, Mall, Westinghouse has a big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marshall House has a big one.
Yep.
And then in the burbs, Proviso East does a big.
I think Curie had one too. I
Yeah,
think.
Curie had one, and then
Because they all from the
Proviso
fucking project. That's why.
Dong.
Hit it. Yeah, everybody from Curious from LeClaire. It is what it is. It's the truth. Some people from the West Side go there too, but
Yeah.
it's what it is. It's right
You
down
do
the street.
have a lot of people in the West that do go to Curie.
But okay, so then you have a lot of low end people who went to Phillips, Dunbar, and DuSable. Now, if you see the ones that's 55 years old and older still throwing up the rakes and throwing up MC, then you can't go.
At what school?
Dunbar, Phillips,
Right.
Dunbar, Phillips, and Tilden, whichever other ones,
Tilden,
the
wow.
alternative schools and shit.
Wow.
I'm quite sure Tilden doesn't have no reunion because them motherfuckers drop out after sophomore year.
I'm about to say they don't never graduate.
Well, they don't. The
gym they never
Latins,
use.
the Latins, the white trash, nor the blacks.
Chicago, man, it's crazy. The high schools, it's some historic high schools, and then when you see all these people getting together, sometimes you forget. Oh damn, he did go there. Well, oh damn, I didn't know she went there. Like you get surprised.
I drove. We was up north. Went for a ride up north. Wife got a chance to see the Lane Tech for the first time.
What'd she say?
It's big as fuck. That's a big ass school. It's like a college campus.
It's
you ever been up
it's
there?
the
You ever seen
second
that?
biggest school in the city.
Yeah.
What's the first?
CVS.
Gotcha.
CVS got it by.
CBS got.
And they only using what 1/3 of the school now
That's what I heard.
because of the kids. There's no kids there.
Yeah.
At CBS?
And
That's what I heard, man.
only using 1/3 of the school. That's a big ass school. CVS is a big ass
It
school.
is a
but
whole block.
Lane Tech is it looks just like reminds me of Carbondale.
Looks like a fucking castle, man.
So-
That shit's big as hell.
That's why I took driver's ed there. That's where we had to take driver's ed. It was Lane Tech.
I took it at CVS.
We used to play our home football games at Lane Tech Stadium back when I was in high school.
Really?
Yep.
Shout out to the Gordon Tech. Shout out to Gordon Tech. Give me a rewind. Rewind again. Rewind one more time. Suspense and drum roll, please.
I had something to ask y'all, too.
Ask us.
Yep.
Coach was here last week. You weren't, okay? I asked
Damn.
a question. Be able. I asked the question, what, and I want to get your response.
He said, damn.
Damn. I explained.
I wanted to get your
He had an
response.
excuse.
I had an excuse. I had it signed. The fuck?
What is the reason of the existence of horror movies? I want to get your take on it.
I don't fuck with him.
I felt like I knew he was going to say that.
I don't fuck with him.
I felt like I knew he was going to say that.
They been Jasons and the Halloweens. I don't fuck with that shit, man.
Never?
Never.
Carries?
The couple I seen that made me laugh or fuck with my sleep.
Really?
Pop it.
Really?
Word up.
Yeah, they do fuck with your sleep.
3D and all those. Hell no.
So you've never been to horror even as a child,
Nope.
even as a young adult,
No.
teenager. None of that shit.
Nothing.
None of that shit fuck with you at all.
At all.
What's the reason? Why do you feel like, in your opinion, does horror movies exist, or what's the reason why?
Because there's a dark lane out there, nigga. It's
Okay.
a dark world.
Okay.
It's a dark fucking world.
Expound a little further, please.
It's a dark world. Shit. Them ain't just 4 niggas sitting in a room writing, them are thoughts that people, that's worshiping. That's a whole different lane.
So you feel like the whole ghouls and goblins and
All that shit, nigga. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I don't want what come in my eyes. That's filters
Pause.
too. I'm good. Pause. Please.
Shit.
Pause.
My bad.
Hit it, man.
Thank you. But what I bring? Fuck that. No, I'm good. I'm a happy kid.
You a happy kid?
I'm a happy kid.
Hit it, man. That's a great thing.
Yeah, that shit don't even. But it's a lane though. It's a hell of a lane. Friday the 13th. How many of them motherfuckers?
A lot of them.
How many Krugers?
How many Halloweens?
Halloweens, all that shit, man.
They keep making Halloween.
Scary movies.
Scary movies, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's just, fuck it, ain't even a concept. Just go in the closet and, here come the devil and scream. Fuck all
Did
that.
you see the Blair Witch Project at all?
Yep.
And what was your thoughts on that?
I had the lights on. And was like, oh, okay. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was with my guys over the weekend, my college guys, and we talked about the Blair Witch.
What'd they say?
About when we went out to the field and actually
brought it up?
Yep. And we were talking about how they remember that shit.
Really?
It's funny. I wish they could have been on podcast tonight. But yeah, I mean, I knew you was gonna say that though, B. I knew you was gonna be like, I don't fuck with him.
I don't fuck with them.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Straight comedies and that's it.
Straight
huh?
comedies.
Happy
Musicals.
Child, right?
Happy Child.
I can see be able to say, man, get this bullshit out of here.
Straight up. If I gave me a free ticket, I'd give it away.
Pop it.
And then Halloween, I never do that shit. My old girl said that's begging.
Bobs.
Damn.
Your old girl says what?
That's begging.
Damn.
Why did she say that?
Because you got all that right here.
My parents never let me do it.
Straight up. Got all that right there.
All the trick or treat?
All that shit. Had it yesterday. My crib, man, we didn't celebrate holidays but your birthday.
Yeah.
I mean,
Got some
that's
similar upbringings then.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
mine did. Mine didn't celebrate because she was going through them changes of the whole. I'm Baptist this, then I'm gonna go listen to something else, go do Jehovah's Witness shit. Then she was, nothing.
We didn't
so
do it.
we didn't celebrate that shit,
we
which
didn't
was
do
good
it.
for me.
Halloween night, we would be at church.
Yeah, it would be a church or
And we'd have like a little get together, like a little thing. But no, it was no costume, nothing like that.
Did y'all do that burning paper shit?
No.
what's that?
You know that when you was at church, you had to do that burning paper.
No, we
You
didn't
take
do that.
you take the paper, you take whatever, they burn the paper or some shit.
That's
like that.
that's like some New Year's Eve shit. Where you put what you want,
Whatever you
burning
burn in
bowl.
there, yeah.
What up, Jeff?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff the illest.
What up, kid? But no, man, I just can't stress it. I just can't stress. I had a wonderful childhood. Wonderful.
Okay, let's get it.
Big
The Jeff, Latin Soul. Jeff the illest.
Yo.
Them crack,
My God.
My God.
My God.
them
My
crack.
God.
Let me rewind.
Can I ask you a question, man?
Go for it. Of course. Come on, coach. Come on. Pause.
So I've been paying attention to the as we know, this is the 50-year hip hop. So I've been paying attention to a lot of different people in the culture. And I just recently heard Uncle Luke's comments
Yeah, I feel it.
about he feel like the hip hop, everything is New York. He felt like the South was not even considered in the celebration. And he said he's not surprised because he said it's always been like that when it comes to hip hop. He said the New York niggas used to make fun of the South anyway. He named one artist who he felt like should have been on that celebration.
Which one?
He named, who did he say? He didn't name himself. It was somebody else he named from Florida. I forget who he said, but
JT Money Trick Daddy.
he was just
Mr.
saying,
Magic.
I forget who he said.
Oh my God, Scarborough, I feel you.
What did he say?
Who's the person he named?
Oh, okay. Well, before we get into this, but I can't remember who he said. But not only he said that, but I'm gonna bring it to Chicago. Shauna said something like
What
2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
She was saying, happy birthday hip hop, but It's just she said that she feels a way that Chicago didn't even get mentioned to be brought into the celebration. And then it got me to thinking, like, honestly, let's just keep it 100. But when people think hip hop, what state they think of?
New York.
That's what they think of automatically. Even
Even
just music.
Every state. Yeah.
They just think that. My question to y'all is, does Luke have a point? Does Shauna have a point? Should other cities, regions feel a way that it just feels like when they say happy birthday hip hop, it's really been all about New York?
We are the children. When it comes to, in my opinion, when it comes to hip hop, we are the children. They're the birth mother and father.
Okay.
We're the
Yeah.
children.
We're the offsprings of it.
We're the offsprings of it.
Some of it was adopted. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? But some of them was,
Some of them forced their way into the
forced their
family.
way into the family. Some was, of course, adopted. Some was, estranged.
Yeah.
Just wasn't the move.
Now he wants to call in now. Oh, Lord. I thought you was sick, nigga. There's Jeff. Put him on the microphone, please. Coach works Android phone.
Yeah, iPhone.
This is fucking ridiculous.
No Android.
JDI.
With instructions.
Yo, what's good, people?
Hand claps to J. Hold on, JDI. Hold on.
I did my first week of school, and it's already a lot, but I'll be up out of there next week because I'm back to teaching DJing and hip hop culture to the young people. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be back starting next week. But to make a lot of sense to what Coach, to what Coach was saying.
Man, wait,
Luke.
I got you, Phil.
Y'all here?
Yeah, we hear you.
Go ahead, listen. Wait, we listening?
Luke, in a sense, he's not hip hop. He's Miami-based music. But as far as the business is concerned, we have to acknowledge what Luke brought to the South when it came to the culture. But what I disagree with Luke is that how people forget that we celebrating 50 years of hip hop, and we got to celebrate from the birthplace first. We have to celebrate the forefathers and the grandfathers of this shit. Without them, there will be no culture. And I think the biggest issue I have is that these so-called major cats from other places are having fits for what? We need to be celebrating Africa Bambaataa, Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, all the foundation people who put the hip-hop culture on their back so we can do the music. We can do all the things. And I think that's the biggest issue I have with a lot of the cats like Jermaine Dupri, Luke, and people questioning that why they didn't get the representation, why they didn't do this, that, and the third. We have to celebrate our forefathers first. And then, because it's an all year long celebration. If Luke wants to celebrate the South, he can do that. He's powerful enough to do that. And same thing as the Shot. And Common is included in the for Chicago on the 50 on the Force tour with LL Cool J. And some of the days have Crucial Conflict too. So with that said, they need to kill that shit.
Okay. I felt like you did a jab step, a pivot,
He gave homage to
a turnaround,
Cha-Cha Slide.
and a back down with your answers because it was all over the place. Let's start with the situation, with how you felt about Luke. You're saying it's because it's bass music. That's not hip hop?
It's hip hop from a Southern perspective, one, and number two, Luke should get credit for putting the South on the map. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had nothing from the South being out there. But bass music is not hip hop. It's just music that beats in the car. Oh, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But
when it comes to the
But
business.
if they're rhyming on that snare, that's hip hop.
to you,
ISO.
but
ISO.
They had but they had the sound. It was the sound that had more precedent than over the personality.
Look, I don't want you to take another couple of weeks off now.
No, sir.
But I'm going to sit up and say this: Luke is hip hop. Luke is rap music. Luke is hip hop. He had Kid Wonder. What's his name? Kid Wonder was his name. The China Man. And what was the other one? The other guy name.
Time.
Right.
The China guy and the other
Soul
kid.
Roll.
The China guy that was rapping and the other guy that was rapping.
Just so you know, Phil G doesn't agree with you either.
Who? He doesn't agree with who?
You.
He don't agree with who? What?
That
Get these boom bap niggas up out of here, man.
that Luke was not hip hop.
Luke is hip hop.
No, he don't agree with you.
Luke was hip hop. It is cornerstone hip hop.
He said it's time we stop the bullshit. It was not.
Here
hip-hop.
we go. Here we go. If it ain't got no boom bap, these niggas don't want to give no credit to it.
It's not really about the boom bap.
Yes, it is. That's what you. It's so many words. That's what you're
Stand your
saying.
ground, Onika. Stand your ground, sweetheart.
Hey, there's so many words. That's what you're saying. Just because it's got a sped up bass. Go ahead, go ahead, Jeff. My fault.
The South was represented at that 50 year. T.I. was there. You know what I'm saying? T.I. was on the bill. And he got the respect.
Okay.
And nobody booed him, and people had a good time. And he did his thing.
Luke don't have respect?
Yeah. Luke don't have respect?
What'd you say?
Luke don't have respect?
Luke don't have respect?
Oh, yeah, Luke got the respect. Of course. That's
Phil-
without question.
Phil G said Luke is stripping music. Luke is whore culture.
I like whores.
I see Onika is
Hit
putting
it.
it on. That's why I said, like, as far as the business aesthetic and bringing the South to the forefront, you can't deny Luke. Because he put the South on his back. Before him, there was nothing.
I ain't seen no Ann
You
Welsh
had-
shorts in a
you
long
had people
time.
come out here
Man,
and
vintage. That's about right.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had people come out. You had people come out here and there, but Luke put the South on his back.
Okay.
I would never deny that part.
We got that point, brother.
Never deny that.
Brother Latin Soul. We got that point.
Come on, cut it out, Jamal.
The point
Stop
when
it.
I'm trying to the point I'm trying to get to you, Marillac
I'm
House.
not going to dispute that. I'm too tired for this shit.
Marillac House. What I'm trying to get you to understand here.
Stop it.
We
Stop
have
it.
to come
Stop
to an
it,
agreement
Jamal.
here and say that you cannot separate or give fratricide to Luke not being hip hop. He's a cornerstone of Southern hip hop, and that's hip hop, regardless. Just because it's a sped up bass, drums
why?
or whatever,
You know
that's
who
semantics.
But you know who I would put on the same perspective, or probably over Luke? Jay Prince.
He's a fucking CEO. He don't rap.
No, but when Jay Prince came out with Ghetto Boys, he really put that before, because you got to understand, when it came to the South, Luke it was all bass music, right? And then when you had Jay Prince bring the Ghetto Boys, they brought the real rap to the forefront.
They're considered hip hop, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Okay,
Then what's the difference?
but Jeff, they came in with the choruses though. They rode the snare.
Hey, we want some pussy.
Hey, we want some put. Yes,
Whore music.
that's now. That's that.
Jeff, you done played Luke for the birthday song.
What'd you say?
You play Luke for the birthday records, for the birthdays.
Oh, I would definitely play that.
You play it for the Lizzos.
That can't be denied.
For the
because
Lizzos.
We took that record and took it to the next level.
Okay, let's get into the second part of my question. What about Chicago?
Chicago, we had Common put Chicago put.
There they go.
Before we even get to Common, you got to give respect to Ten Trey.
No.
Who?
I mean,
Ten
Coach,
Trey.
Coach Crunch, shout out to them niggas and my dudes.
Yeah.
But you got to go before
Ten
that,
Trey.
Jay.
Ten Trey was the first rap group to get a major deal. You know what I'm saying? To really put Chicago on the map.
Nah.
But
If them niggas was throwing down the 5, fuck 'em.
Who was before them?
Who was before them?
nobody.
Pass that,
nobody.
pass that cocktail.
Man, Fast Eddie.
Fast Eddie was more hip house.
But what was it though?
He was hip hop, but he brought a house sound.
But
That came right after Tim.
Pass that
but
drink.
the thing though is,
That nigga
Fast
And you
Eddie
gotta
took
give, and you
Fast
gotta give peace to Sundance too.
Fast Eddie took
You can't-
Luke's music.
Y'all can't give me no records, man. Fuck that.
Fast Eddie took Luke's music, sped it, and he took that Luke shit, sped it up, and made it hip house, because that's what Chicago was known for. It was at one point hip hop was a chosen few of people.
Girl out house shit.
Shout out to HBK. It was a chosen few of people. Niggas used to clown hip hop. It was clowned in Chicago because everybody was wearing parachute pants and penny loafers and brooches, jumping up and down.
History.
'Cause it was house music.
History.
I mean, stop me if I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
You facts. That's what I
PLG said
said.
you
Like,
right.
So my thing is, it was a select few.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember I'm at Hell's Franciscan listening to Gucci Time, Schoolie D. You know what I'm saying? Ice-T
Hey,
off
B-
HBK.
Be able. Oh, nigga said, I thought Poe Pimp put y'all dudes on the map.
No, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Onika? I was in New York. I never forget this shit. I was in New York. It was my man Q, God bless his soul, and one of Nas' homies. We in New York, and when we got there, this is exact word. He say, "Yo, son, what's up with niggas from Chicago pulling pig's feet out of a jar?"
Bombs!
What the fuck is you talking about? So he said, no, some crucial conflict niggas. I was like, yo, that's the west side of Chicago. So how they interpret it was the west side to the outskirts, that was hip hop to them. And then Common had to fight for his position. But Fast Eddie,
Well, Common came before him.
but what I'm saying is it was still a fight though. It was still a fight. But hip hop here was frowned upon because everybody was house dancing. Hip hop
And-
here was thuggish.
And I'm gonna say this, and maybe I'm wrong. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. But growing up, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I felt like the only association with hip hop was Common. I think he's the only one that was accepted to the hip hop niggas from New York.
And that's what it is. He
I'm
had
gonna
to
be
move
honest.
there.
That's
And
just how
out
I
west,
felt.
right? And west side too. Not west
No.
side. Talking about west coast. I mean west coast, right?
I mean,
West coast niggas accept Common or no?
I mean, people think Common is from New York if they didn't know he from Chicago.
Because Common was the only nigga that
That
went
rhymed
to
like
New-
them.
that rhymed like them and went over there because he changed his style. But he went over there, and for us hip hop heads and hip hop niggas, when he became a native tongue, that solidified him as hip hop.
okay,
But it solidified him New York hip hop.
okay.
We looked up to him like, oh shit, he's a native tongue. That's a big organization or a big crew to be in. Looking from where we was as youngsters, listening to hip hop, being a consumer of this shit.
Yeah.
Y'all some boom bap niggas. Okay? I'm not saying you. But we all are.
I mean, yeah. But I'm just
We all
on the
are. But the thing
spectrum.
about it, we all are boom bap niggas. We love the boom bap. At the same time, when Luke popped off, that sparked interest, and he had bitches.
Right.
Pause. I mean, excuse my language. Fuck it. He had bitches.
You at a Luke party and that come on. and
He
girl
had
bend
bitches.
over.
It wasn't no baggy. It wasn't no baggy this. It wasn't niggas wasn't talking that 5% shit.
He had them sexy Florida
Peace to the
chicks.
gods and earth.
Shout out to Luke for getting you some pussy.
You know what I'm
Luke
saying?
got you pussy.
We
Luke
got
got your
Luke.
pussy.
He made you eat pussy.
Florida style.
Yeah.
He got you thinking about
You
pussy.
got your temperature checked.
He was talking about they was talking about anal sex and shit. You know, men and women anal sex and that kind of shit. Not no
Yeah.
pegging.
Not no pegging.
None of that shit like that. They was talking about pussy capers and all this other kind of
Yeah,
good shit. Like,
yeah.
you know, in the fucking whistle. And they came with the lines in the choruses.
So Phil G said that's the distinction, Jamal.
That's still hip hop. You cannot sit up here and not give credit to that and saying that's not hip hop. That's a part of hip hop. It's a derivative. It's another cousin. It's a cousin.
So Luke hip hop, right, Ma?
In my
In
opinion,
your opinion,
yes.
Coach? Luke hip hop?
No. But I feel like that about a lot of regions. Again, remember.
It's face hip hop.
See what I'm saying? This is
It's
what-
Scarface hip hop.
See what?
Is he still on the phone?
Yes, to me, yes.
You can hand it to me. I can hold it. Pause. I can hold it. Okay, it's me. I got you, Jeff. Go ahead. So you can understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach. Finish with your explanation, please.
To me, yes, but again, growing up, how I did, I affiliate hip hop with New York because of Rap City in the Basement, UMTV Raps. When they talked about hip hop, it was always I saw New York niggas or East Coast niggas.
So you've been conditioned wrongly.
Have I?
You've been mentally conditioned wrong, brother.
How?
If the only you've been deaf, dumb, and blind, brother.
Well, now he Dr. Umar.
Yeah, he Dr. Umar.
You're deaf, dumb, and blind when
Yeah,
it
he
comes to
Dr.
hip hop,
Umar.
brother. You've been
He 85 the
conditioned.
shit out of you, B.
Brother, you've been conditioned. Brother, you and Jeff the Illest and the brother Scarborough Brown have been conditioned by Rap City.
I have to get up in the morning. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night. Yeah. You know when that nigga
He got out of there.
when they got to that intellectuals, they didn't want
Got
to hear.
out of there, boy.
Hey, brother,
brother.
brother,
It's a bean pie coming.
Yeah.
brother, you've been conditioned by Rap City. You've been conditioned by Yo MTV Raps with Fab Five Freddy and the Fat Man and along with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre. You've been conditioned, brother.
Every day.
What is Chicago?
So the thing
have
about
to
it is,
offer?
brother, they condition your mind to think that
He got the hand movements too.
that hip hop is only New York and New York only, brother.
He got put underneath his chin next.
You understand what I'm saying, brother? Brother, you got to expand your mind
There you go.
and your
There you go.
horizons.
Brother Ben X over here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You feel me?
I hear you. Word up.
You cannot be deaf, dumb, and blind. Don't be an 85er to hip hop.
Woo! He's slapping.
Jeff the Illest, don't be an 85er to hip hop. Scarborough Brown,
Take the blinders
don't be
off,
an
baby.
85er to hip hop. You got to expand your mind. You got to accept Luke. You got to accept Lil O.
Phil hit you with even your conditioning has been conditioned.
Hit it.
I've always looked at it as them up there is hip hop. Where I'm from, down south, West Coast, Florida, rap.
What was we known for? What are we known for here?
It's a good question.
Chop up that paper,
Yeah,
though.
what
Chop
are we
up
known
that
for?
paper,
That's a good
though.
question.
What Chicago is known? No, Chicago is known for house music.
House
it's-
music and gang banging.
So it's just like, okay,
and mild sauce
it's your
chicken.
mother's birthday, right? It's hip hop's birthday.
Yeah,
So everybody want to blow the candles out.
yeah.
That's what it is. Everybody want to put a candle on the cake and blow it out.
I don't blame them.
I get it, but it's your mother's birthday though.
It's,
At the birth of
it's
the
happy,
birth,
It's happy birthday hip hop.
his happy birthday hip hop.
It's happy birthday hip hop, but you have to include your brothers and sisters.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
you have to include your offspring in the celebration of the birth.
Listen,
You got to include you got to sit back a little bit. So just a little bit,
you
please.
right. You
You
right.
got to include your offspring.
You right.
You
You
got to
right.
include your brothers, sisters, and cousins in that. That's the reason
how
you can't let the family be fratricide. And that's the problem with there is with hip hop, with rap.
So-
Because you want go ahead.
So here's my question: who from Chicago put a stamp in hip hop?
Common.
I'm just
Twister.
see what I'm saying. It's gonna be different.
Both. I say both. Common and Twister. Them the gods.
Okay.
But
Them the gods. When it come down to it,
what I'm saying?
when it come down
See,
to it, them
for
are the
me-
gods.
For me,
listen.
For me, my preference is Twister. But I think on a grand scheme, national level, acceptance by the other the other regions, especially New York, is Common.
Okay.
Okay. I beg to differ.
Hey Phil, answer that question.
I
for
say
me, Big.
both.
Okay.
I say both because Common was accepted by De La and all them.
He's a native tongue.
Twister's accepted by Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and all them. Also because Jay-Z and Twister had the same kind of rapping style. Remember that.
I remember that. But
They both came out around the
Hawaiian
same
Soulful.
time.
He changed. I know. I get that. But
I
Hey,
mean,
that
the infamous Naughty by Nature Twister beef.
yeah,
That changed the game for a while.
Twister had beef with somebody else too.
Bone Thugs.
Yeah, Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
But that was over some bullshit. That over some, four or five niggas versus one nigga over who
Over
rapped
how-
the Speedies.
So Adrian
That's
Stewart,
just some silly shit.
Adrian
but the-
Stewart said, nope, not Common. He said his first 2 albums was hard flops.
They were.
Hey, okay, give me a rewind right quick.
They were-
Now,
they-
let me say this real quick, please. Let me say this. Hey, Nook, or Adrian Stewart, take the fucking sales out of it and think from a hip hop
Yeah.
standpoint. Take the sales shit out of your mind. Take the industry shit out. Now answer the question, bro. It hit different.
Common ain't selling first album.
It hit different. You got to do your homework. It hit
Chicago.
different.
They ain't
It
fuck
hit
with Common
different.
because he
I
was
gotta
a
get
mo.
J-Man on here. I'm gonna have to figure out how much his
They
price
ain't
is.
fuck with
getting on
Common
here.
because he was a mo. He was a foe. But Common was a foe.
True indeed, because the
87th
Mexicans
Street.
and the Latin Kings and the SDs,
But-
they fuck with him.
But people forget, man. Like, I don't know. Listen, y'all grew up on the South Side. Twista's first album, do y'all know what he talked about in that first album?
Julian Rush?
He talked about a lot of West Side shit.
Yeah.
TVL, Vice Lord. Like, he
Yeah.
talked a lot of that shit. Fosse
Okay.
shit.
Common
I
did
get,
too on his.
I get what you're saying, but when it comes down to when you ask,
Is it hip hop?
when nigga asked, this nigga asked Chicago,
Yeah.
it to me the gods is
Twist and Con.
Twist and Common. That's 2 of the gods that's on the Mount Rushmore.
That's it.
Chicago.
So that's stop.
Chicago. I don't know about no 10 Trey. I don't know about no third. I mean, I know about Third Rail as a DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put do or die. You said chop up that paper hole, chop up that paper hole. That was the first thing that came to your mind. Where'd you put where?
But they didn't put a stamp.
They was just a.
They didn't put a stamp.
They had a couple of years. But when it comes to that shit, we huh? When we talking about nigga, yeah, because you got Twista had a song with
Common
Twista
got
had a
accepted.
songs.
Common got
Twista got
accepted at
songs.
Big Mama House.
He can still he can still
Common got accepted at Big Mama House. That means a lot.
Common and Twista can
Hip-hop is Big
still
Mama.
tour.
What I'm saying is, if you ask somebody from New York, or if you had a hip hop conversation with somebody from New York,
Who
or
y'all
whatever,
fucking from the go?
and if they say, when you think of hip hop, who's the first person to come to your mind
From the crib?
from Chicago?
Common.
They gonna say Common.
All day.
They're not gonna say Twista. They gonna say Common. Then they probably gonna say Kanye. That's exactly what they gonna say.
Yep.
What,
Or Kanye,
What
or
the
Kanye
comment
first.
Or
What the
Kanye
comments say?
first.
What the comments saying?
Who put the stamp? Hey Phil, hey Scarborough, who put the stamp for Chicago hip hop here? If in the 50, who put the stamp here for hip hop?
What does
Phil
Scarborough
Collins.
say?
That's what we waiting on him to say.
Who else saying something right
Peace,
there?
God.
No, that's
Peace. I had to call in, man.
Oh, here we go. Here go the Boom Bap delegation. One half of the Boom Bap delegation. Scarborough Brown, aka formerly known as Phil G. Go.
Now,
Defenders of the Boom Bap.
can you repeat the question?
So the question was, who put the stamp here for hip hop?
Common tongue twister.
See? Bombs.
And he said tongue twister.
Tongue twister.
He said tongue twister.
Pause.
Yes. Yes.
And I agree. We all agree on that.
Now here's the thing, though. I want us to thoroughly acknowledge that Common used to get clowned for being hip hop in Chicago. I want to acknowledge that.
Agreed.
So what? Say that again.
I said we need to thoroughly and unanimously acknowledge that Common used to get clowned
Yes.
in Chicago.
True
Not
indeed.
Not outside of the city, but in the
In the
city.
crib. When he
At
was
the
with
crib.
when he was with UAC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He used to get clowned at the crib for being hip hop.
Yep.
So when people talk about Chicago, why Chicago ain't included in hip hop shit for the first week of the celebrations, it's because for the first few years of us being in the game of hip hop, we didn't even acknowledge it. We didn't like it
At all. We
didn't-
was
we didn't
house
even
heads.
support our own. We didn't support our own. That's why Common left.
This is
Common
how it
left
started.
Chicago. Yeah, he left Chicago and went to New York to get more love.
He said it on that song, Rewind That. When he said, no ID, Twilight
Like a
Zone, let the
long
story
comment,
begin.
right?
He said, they used to throw they tapes in the crowd, and the crowd would throw them back at them niggas.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
I was at them shows, Phil.
You know what I'm saying? So, Chicago was not a hip-hop town. It just wasn't.
Yeah. When did the shift come? When did the shift change?
Say that again?
When did the shift change? When did the shift change? What year?
The shift changed for Chicago being recognized more so on the hip-hop tip when Crucial Conflict blew up.
Thank you.
When them niggas blew up, that was like 95, right? It was like 95.
Yeah.
They blew up so hard, bro, that
Pig's feet.
man,
You mean to tell me you was listening?
They wasn't even the real hip hop niggas in Chicago was upset that Crucial Conflict blew up so hard because they was representing the aesthetic that the true heads that's been on some real hip hop shit for the longest was not about.
So you basically going on record saying that your favorite record is you should have broken to the left.
Hey, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
My Crucial Conflict record is scummy though.
Man, let me say this: their whole first album was dope, for real. Like doing it how they did it. Shadow, what was it called? Shadow boxing or Showdown or some shit.
Showdown.
The one everybody's still playing today at the parties.
Hey.
Hoochie Coochie everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, they had like 4 or 5 records that was getting heavy rotation on GCI. I remember that. And they had like a couple videos that was getting national love. So, man, but that's when the shift changed because it really put a battery in the back of the real hip-hop dudes from the crib. And that's when Common actually decided to take another route and link up with, like B.W. was saying, he linked up with the Native Tongues and with Dayline and them. And then that album, One Day It'll All Make Sense, he had records with Lauryn Hill, CeeLo, Cannabis.
I actually like that shit.
He started doing records with them super strong hip-hop artists.
Was that the second album?
That's the third album.
What was the second album?
Resurrection.
That's what did it.
That's what broke him through. You know
That's
that.
what broke him through.
That's what.
And that was like 94.
That was what broke him and Dion through. But remember
the song with Daylight.
And then he had the beef with who?
Ice
I Used to Love Her was on that album.
Yep.
Okay,
You know, and
that's
so
what broke it.
He got the respect from the East Coast thoroughly with that album, and then they started opening their ears up to him. You know what I'm saying, and welcoming him in to them circles. But that third album is the one that really solidified him. It's like, okay, Common is the one from Chicago that's truly hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that was 97. That was in 97 because he was riding with Daylight
but the you said the Resurrection album, right?
Watermelon.
The Resurrection album.
The Resurrection album had I Used to Love Her on it.
Okay, that broke him through. But that was before Crucial came.
But
so you got to give credit to
that record was a New York record.
Right? No, it wasn't. That song. That song was cold for the underground,
I used to love
and only people who was like paying attention recognized I Used to Love Her. But I'm talking about on a more of a mainstream level.
Yeah.
That song didn't change shit on the mainstream level for Chicago. Crucial Conflict changed everything on a mainstream level for Chicago. Everything, Joe. And that's when Poe Pep, Do or Die and them, and then Twister came and revamped his whole steez because he wasn't tongue twister no more. He revamped his whole shit and came with Adrenaline Rush. Because Twister and Common was on the same label. A lot of niggas don't know that.
Traxter.
Twister.
Poe Pimp, right?
His first single was on Relativity, Joe. And then Common started out on Relativity.
Okay. All right. Can you read that comment about Adrian Stewart?
Shout out to Adrian. He said Twister and his group put the spotlight on the Shy, made peeps start checking what's going on in the Shy, and that's what made peeps regionally look at Common, and that's when he was Common Sense. Then he said in 1997, That's when people started paying attention to Chicago.
I said that. I said 97, didn't I?
Yeah, you did say 97, but you said some other shit like she should have broken. That your favorite record was she broke it to the left. Should have broke it to the left. You said that's your favorite record.
That's your shit.
That was definitely my favorite record.
It was my favorite record too.
Not at all, nigga. Not at all.
So in essence, all you GDs gotta respect the guys that's spun in the 5 for bringing hip hop to Chicago. Bombs.
I can't knock that. I gotta, I show respect and give credit where credit is due.
You gotta thank the Lords and the Folk Corner Hustler for doing it. Bombs.
Hey,
I stand my ground.
From the east side of the crib first, for sure.
Mike Wallen said that record was shit.
I stand my ground.
Yeah, always all the GDs always gotta say something.
Stand my
GDs,
ground.
The
nigga.
GDs gotta say something. Thank you, Phil. Appreciate you.
Phil, my boy.
Love, B.
Love, B.
Love. Have a great show. I'm gonna tune back in.
All right, cool.
No doubt, love.
Let me rewind, man.
I knew y'all was gonna like that conversation.
Rewind again.
Had it in the tuck.
That's good talk.
I want to further the conversation even further.
Shit.
Okay, I want to bring it up to now, since you went in on it, and I don't want to dedicate a long time to it, but
Yeah.
Please don't.
I do want to say
I want to get to Irv.
I do want to say this. I do want to ask you two and Sound Guy
So he
along with the
real-
commenters. Go ahead.
Adrian said he corrected himself. He meant to say Crucial instead of Twister.
Okay. And this is going out to all the people that's commenting, Adrian and everybody, Anika, Mike,
Sleep.
Yeah, she went to sleep.
and everybody else. There seems to be a real fratricide going on about this
Fratricide.
current
You like
wave
that word, don't you?
of
I do.
female rappers. I was reading something today on Trader Talk with Jock,
The whole rap.
and he point blank said doesn't like these two new rappers that are catching a great wave.
Suki and Lady
Sexy Red.
Sexy
Red is from St. Louis. Suki is from Miami. Suki has a song that's bubbling and percolating the last couple of months called Eating Ass, along with her other records and antics and content that she has. But Sexy Red has a record that has really penetrated and gotten through.
If you see me in the club, say what's up. Ski.
Pound Town, her EP is out. Ski was one of those other records. It's got the AKs and the Frenzy.
It's going crazy.
They're
too.
mad about that. But the young lady has and is in certain interviews been revealing certain things, and now she has her own tour. She's popped off with her own tour, and she just got done touring the whole California, opening up for Drake, the biggest rap artist / song singer
In the world.
in the world right now, outside of Bad Bunny.
In the world, Craig.
So, Sexy Red from St. Louis raps the ratchet shit. My problem is Coach B,
What is
Sound,
it? What is it?
Reasonable Ignorance. Just because you're getting older, the subject matters have not changed in rap at all whatsoever. Why have a problem? Because you got kids now? Because you got grandkids now? Because you got great grandkids now? It's an issue and a problem. We've had rappers talk the same shit that both rappers Suki and Sexy Red have wrote and put on paper, on beat, riding that snare, and talked about from a male point of view and from a younger female rapper point of view. What are your thoughts? Why the problems with it?
I think it's different for me because, one, all right, people try to say Lil' Kim talked about that shit. She talked about it, yeah, probably on one album. But the difference was there was no social media. we see these two hoes every clip, every Instagram clip, every Twitter clip.
Marketing.
It's these two hoes. They doing something for the camera. They putting out clips of their videos. They doing Instagram stories where they talking about eating ass. They talking about they enjoy having chlamydia, etc., etc.
When that bitch said, I suck nut, I should call myself an elephant.
An elephant. Yeah.
I was like, bombs!
I think that's what it is for most people. It's like, you constantly putting these hoes in our face.
I was
with
like,
the
what
lyrics
the
every day. And I think that's what it is.
What's the difference between that and the shock value is, I don't want dick tonight.
Shorty
Eat
said
my pussy right.
Because
I used to
think-
be scared of this shit.
Because I think
I used to be, no, let me finish. I used to be scared of dick. Now I throw lips to this shit. Handle it like a real bitch. Go.
the difference is you had to go look for that. You had to go look for Lil' Kim's album. You had to go look to hear that song. With these two bitches, you if you on Instagram, you're gonna see them.
You know what it is?
And you're gonna hear that song. I think that's the difference.
You know what it is? Everybody woke and saved now.
Working title number 1.
Everybody woke and saved.
Everybody woke and saved.
Everybody's woke and saved now.
And whole rap was not promoted like it was.
Hard, nigga.
But
I missed you.
Nobody want to be honest. Whole rap was not promoted like it was in 1996. Like it is now. It's not promoted. It was not promoted like that. Like it is now. Whole rap is promoted.
You had choice.
Listen to my key. Promoted. It's been promoted now.
Because what Hoes with Attitudes was gimmicky.
All these little bitches on social media, when they make a post on Facebook, it's always a quote or line from Suki, Sexy Red, Lotto, Ice Spice. It's always
Keep
a
going,
quote
nigga.
from them.
City Girls.
JT and them.
Saucy.
It's
Gay
always
ass.
a quote. It's a quote. So I think that's the difference.
Gay ass. Gay nigga, man.
Fool.
Saucy said.
You gonna mention that?
Touch that kid, man.
The male Lizzo.
And Adrian bring up a good point.
What'd
I
he
ain't want to
say?
say it. But
What'd he say?
He said these girls just ain't cute in the face.
At all. They're like mechanics.
Damn. I need to bomb that shit. Damn.
Like they work at AutoZone.
Mechanic. It look like mechanics.
Like mechanics. Like they fix on buses and shit.
Alley mechanics.
Alley mechanics.
God damn.
They'll change your oil, but they don't know how to do shit.
Yeah, don't know shit else. They know your filter. They work at AutoZone.
Impressive.
You know you need a new starter.
Thank you.
That carburetor fucked up.
Carburetor fucked up. I know exactly what you need.
He said it not cute in the face.
Yeah. Bitches.
Okay.
Mechanics.
Suki is not that attractive. I understand.
She like a dragon.
She like a dragon.
Bobs!
Giggle snort.
The body's attractive though.
And
The body's attractive though.
and what's old girl name? Sexy Red.
And what about her?
She like a struck match.
Which one looks better?
Oh God.
Who looks better?
Yeah.
It's tough.
If it was Braille, if I was blind and be like, hello,
Is it me you're looking
looking for.
They just like
No.
Hey, look, I really,
I get it, man, but it's
and I'm not just saying that because I manage or have managed, I manage and rap women and stuff like that, and manage rappers. But the thing about it is, we've been through this before.
What?
So it's okay for us to talk about the shit, but
Who,
they
men,
can't talk about the
women?
shit.
I don't
But
get
even
no,
but
I-
even women talking about it.
Women talking about what?
They hate these hoes.
Cause they woke and saved.
The women our age, of course. I mean, they don't have illusions of getting pound towned.
Listen, man, I heard a group of kids, young ladies, talking about that Pound Town record.
What they say?
And that said that record is cute. And I kept my comments to myself. Period.
It's their time.
These girls said, I heard these little girls say, I want my pussy stretched. That's all I be hearing.
That's part of that song.
Them bitches want a Cadillac rolled up in their pussy.
But you hit it. You didn't think that
A Lincoln Town car.
Yeah.
You didn't think that. Oh my God.
Backed up in that
Backed
pussy.
up
I seen
in their pussy.
I seen two of those today.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they want.
It's always the 6'5" nigga with a long ponytail with a toothpick driving one of those kind of cars.
What the old bitch say? No pain, no gain.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right? It's a 6'5" nigga with a long ponytail driving those kind of Lincoln Town cars. And the other one, the Buick Roadmasters.
So I mean, it's a hustle. I get it, but it's like and honestly, what you said, it could go all avenues. It could be now we older, we have children, we have grandkids, perspective. But it go. It's just what I just said. Niggas is woke
What's the
and
difference
saved
between
now.
my neck and my back and Pound Town?
Woke and saved.
I was 21.
What's the difference between I'm the baddest bitch and act bad?
I was 21 years old.
Like, come on, y'all.
Freedom of speech, social media, man.
Like, come on, y'all. Yeah, you know
But I just don't feel like they was even that vulgar. Like they.
we're starting to sound like Motown. We're starting to sound like the Motown people. Yo, that
right.
rap shit was trash. We don't want rap. Fuck that. We got Motown.
Is that hip hop?
What?
These two hoes.
These two hoes, are they hip hop? Aha.
They ride the snare.
All right.
They hip hop.
They hip hop.
Hip hop and rap.
Yeah, Offspring.
And Offspring, yeah.
These bitches stepchild.
Them the special ed.
I mean,
babies.
you gotta look at it from a standpoint.
Adopted.
They
For
at the
St.
Olympics.
Louis, they've had their breakthrough star was Nelly,
Yeah.
Chingy. Jaquan had one moment.
So then what Nelly swiped the credit card in the booty.
That was wild.
That
Tip
was wild
drill.
too.
Come on, yo. Come on. Swipe the credit card.
Late night, 2 a.m.
I'm eating the nigga. She eating the nigga ass.
Yeah.
Switch. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to say, look, hey,
It's
look.
a program though.
It's the lyrics.
It's the lyric. It's hypnotizing. You know what I'm saying?
It must be ass because it ain't your face. It need a tip drill.
Listen,
Flap your wings.
these young bitches like fuck.
I'm
sucker.
sorry though, Ma. Ain't nobody never said pussy hole pink, booty hole brown.
That's bars to them now.
I'm sorry.
That's bars to them.
So is it? So
I
is
can't
it?
front. That's
So
hey, that's but my hey, look. Let me tell you something.
It's still overwhelming to hear
It's
that.
overwhelming, but when she popped off on TikTok, and I saw that just said to me, okay, cool, I understand it.
I get it from a
Hey,
standpoint
this
of
nigga Luke.
consumership.
We talked about Luke earlier. The nigga Luke
I get it.
on tape. On his tape,
Where the
had a
beverage- where the
nigga
beverage at?
doing pussy capers, where he had the one nigga was hitting this, and he told her, "No, baby, it's in the wrong hole." You got bigger when you went to what's his name? The other nigga got out the closet. That was fucking rape.
Have you heard Boosie? What he said?
What did Boosie say?
Oh, you heard Boosie? He want to do a remix.
Of
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Boosie want to do a remix of Pound Town.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
My dick hole pink, my nutsack brown.
Yeah.
Pop it.
Yeah, that's how he was.
But that's the sub.
I got seven. I got
That's how
seven
Southern
baby.
niggas get down, though. That's how Southern niggas get down. Hey, what's up? You want to say something? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, do the announcement. You got on roller skates.
We
It's
get
like-
woke and saved now.
Woke
That's
and
the
saved.
problem.
The thing is like, you want to support these fucking female rappers so goddamn much, but you can't play this shit in front of your kids.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
What I did, see?
Like, I want to support them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I can't play this in front of my kids.
think they ain't gonna
man.
hear
I
it?
Like,
partially agree. They gonna hear.
they're gonna hear it eventually, but like, how would you feel playing Pound Town in front of your daughter?
I'm gonna tell you honestly. In the whip, I've actually played Pound Town. I wanted to see the child's reaction.
Nah, man.
You have to.
Ah.
Listen,
You have to, though, Sound. You have
listen. I've actually played it a couple of times. I wanted to see her reaction, and the thing about it is, her favorite rapper is Nicki Minaj. Nicki's talked some very, very nasty shit.
Where she
on
had the pop
records.
can.
Man, I mean, and
Where the pop can go?
my 14-year-old, she hates Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? She does
And that
not
bitch
like
mild.
Glorilla at all. You know, but you want it, you can't support them like you used to be able to with like the Erykah Badu's. You know, like you could support in the Lauryn Hills. You could support them. You could play that music in front of
Bodism.
your kids. You can't play any of the female rappers today. The closest person that you could probably play is Nicki Minaj.
But I'm on the flip
You
side.
can't play Megan Thee Stallion.
Here you
You
go.
can't play Cardi B.
Here you go.
Cardi B has.
And that's
you
the thing.
can't
And that's the
play
thing about
Cardi
it.
B.
That's what shit does trip me out about what Trey said in his post.
Wow.
He likes
You can't
Cardi.
play none of that shit, man.
He likes
in front of
Cardi
your
and
kids.
all them other ones, but Cardi got the raps and says the same shit.
But it's every song.
She says the same.
It's every song.
She
You
says
can't
the same
play
shit
Nothing.
as
Forgot
Sexy
about-
Red does.
You forgot about WAP though?
No,
Wet
hell
ass
no.
pussy?
That's why I said you can't play that shit in front of your kids. You can't play
Wet ass pussy.
none
But,
of the female rappers today.
But is it okay for you to sit up there? Okay, well, 30 years ago, I can't sit up there and play Mr. Scarface. I can't sit up and play that in front of my OG.
There's things you can't.
I couldn't play Once Upon a Time in the Projects
but you can't
by Ice
play.
Cube, right? Could y'all play that?
You cannot play any of the female rappers today in front of your kids. You could play Lauryn Hill. You could play Erykah Badu. You could play even though she was more R&B and shit. You know what I'm saying? You could play these female artists.
But that's rap.
You
that's,
could play
that's R&B
Eve.
though.
You could play Eve in front of
No,
your
you
kids.
can't. That broad was talking shit too.
But not every song.
She was getting.
song.
She got a
today-
penis slap.
Every song, Jamal. Every
What
song
Bo did he
today
say?
by female artists is the same fucking song. You cannot play any female artist song today in front of your kids. Mainstream artists.
I don't want dick tonight. Eat my pussy
You
right.
can't play that in front of your kids. So how are you supposed to support?
They played it in '96. They played that shit.
How are-
'97.
And you know
They
what?
weren't
You
on
know
the
what?
radio,
You know what
though.
you do?
They
You
weren't on the
change
radio,
it.
though.
You change it if it comes up to that. You want to support these female artists so bad, but when every single song you can't play in front of your kids,
You played Trina. Look back at it, didn't
you
you?
can't.
fall
No,
down.
you can't play any of their songs, man. You can't play any of their songs. How am I supposed to play any of these female artist songs in front of my kids?
You're woke and safe.
It's not woke and safe. You can't play these songs.
You woke and save.
Wise.
Woke and save.
Because
Wise.
then otherwise you're gonna fucking
W dot.
you're gonna dilute the next generation, man. You're gonna fucking corrupt them.
It's already done.
Music
nigga.
is, but I'm saying, are you just gonna add to it?
It's called money.
Hey, look, man. I'd rather
are you
hey,
going to add to it?
I'd rather hear a record about eating ass, pause, than to sit up here and hear.
And you're gonna listen to that in the car
Now
with
listen-
your kid,
Okay.
man.
With his shirt
I'd rather
on.
hear a record about that than to hear a record about I shoot you, I shoot you, I kill you, I cracked this and did this, whatever else, and he snitched and all this other kind of shit like that.
But you're gonna play the eating ass record in front of your child?
No, hell no.
That's what I'm saying. You can't play anything in front of your kid. So how are you supposed to support the female artists?
To who and to each his own.
You got to clap when you see them shaking their ass, man. It is what it is, bro. You got to clap when they shaking their ass, though. You got, at least give me that. You do watch when they shaking their ass, don't you?
That go back to Luke, right?
Like I said, I want to
There you
support.
go. We go back to Luke. Hip
go
hop.
back to Luke, right?
Jeff Dillis.
Right,
Luke.
Coach?
Huh? Scarborough Brown.
That go back to Luke, right?
Go back to it.
Give me a rewind. Them two niggas tired of talking about it. Rewind again.
Eat who?
Hit that.
Eat my pussy, right?
Hit that. You got Trina. Damn, Shauna was talking about getting some head. Yeah.
Shauna missed her mark, nigga.
Hit the gunshots. Hit the choppers, please.
Huh?
Think she know that deep down.
She knew. That's why she doing this.
What's your fantasy, man?
That's why she poking.
What's your fantasy? Remember that?
She know it.
Hey, Coach, Be able.
Uh-huh.
Halle Berry got to pay another white man some money.
Hand claps.
Ooh. What she got to do?
$8,000 a month child support. Pay that man.
Why, Coach? Why?
Because City Boy's up $8,000 now.
He ain't a city boy.
He is to me. He a hero.
He's a small town boy.
God damn it.
He's a small town.
Because if the shoe was on the other foot,
huh?
If she was on the other foot, the women would be championing her. Pay that man. He deserve it.
It's her second time having to pay somebody.
Good.
She got to pay the first white boy.
He deserve it.
Pussy trash.
Bombs.
Her pussy must be trash.
Bombs.
That's what that what Lisa Ray said. Or somebody said that.
She's just a good car with a bad engine.
Yep.
Bombs.
She a pretty car with a bad engine.
They going off in the comments. What they saying, bro?
Halle Berry's a stupid motherfucker.
Bombs. Who said that? Bodine?
Tino.
She's the Tesla with
Tino,
no engine.
she needs you. Hey,
She's
Halle Berry needs to go get with Irv Gotti.
Oh, that nigga.
Halle Berry needs to go get with Irv Gotti.
You watched that?
I watched it.
You watched the whole thing?
I
Whole
watched her.
thing.
And
My God. My
your
God.
thoughts, Coach. Come on with it. I didn't see the whole thing.
You didn't see the whole
Pause.
thing?
I haven't.
Wow.
Pause.
I don't know Irv. I don't know, man. I mean, I know Irv.
The original Chatty Patty.
I know Irv has a brand. He had a movie. He got all that. So Nori allows him to come on there and get his shit off. But
I want to watch that movie.
You know what Irv is?
What is this?
He's a woman scorned.
Bombs. Irv is a woman.
sometimes I feel like Irv. Sometimes I feel like
Working
Irv
title number 2.
feels like he don't get the credit that he think he should get.
He wants to be validated.
And I feel like sometimes he be whining. You know,
That's what pictures are for.
And videos.
And videos.
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying, Coach.
and you know, I thought Nori, he messy, so Nori gonna answer
Messy
them
as
questions.
shit.
He gonna ask them questions. You know, Irvin answered the questions, but the highlight of the whole interview was him talking about Dame Dash and the Rockefeller movement, and that shit was hilarious because clearly them two old niggas don't like each other.
Who Dame and
Dame
Irv?
and Irvin, you could
Queens
clearly,
of Harlem.
You can just see they don't like each other.
With a guy that's from Brooklyn in the middle.
True.
All them niggas. Them New York niggas do not like each other. Old New York niggas do not
don't.
like. In my opinion, as a
them
Chicago
boroughs,
nigga,
them boroughs is real.
in my opinion, as a Chicago nigga, and who's watched and lived and loved hip hop and rap all these years, them New York niggas do not, from the way back when, did not and do not fuck with each other like they used to or whatever. We talking about back then when hip hop was hip hop. The Queens niggas did not fuck with Harlem niggas. Brooklyn niggas did not fuck with Harlem niggas. Harlem niggas don't like nobody.
Harlem niggas don't like nobody, like for real.
And Harlem niggas think they the freshest and the flyest out of everybody.
They swear they stood by that.
They think they the only borough in New York. They don't fuck with nobody. Bronx niggas, they just gonna kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hit the
They'll hit you
gunshots.
with- Bronx nigga hit you with a buck 40. Easy.
Hit everything, anything that's killing related on the
Bronx niggas got razor blades in their mouth.
They gonna
Buck.
Bars. Say it again, nigga.
Bronx niggas just
Gonna
gonna
kill
kill
you.
you. They walk around with machetes. Who the fuck walks around with machetes?
And they keep a. But remember though, Coach,
Dominicans.
They from the
keep
Bronx.
they keep a razor in their mouth.
Trinidadians.
That too.
They keep a buck 40 in their mouth, nigga.
They
And
really
they get their eyebrows arched.
yeah. They don't play around up there.
And they go see Aki.
Go see who?
They go see Ak. I want my chopped cheese the Aki way. It's fucked up, man.
Just like how it is up here. Back then, we talking about way back when.
Territory.
It was BDs, GDs. It wasn't no Welch World. It wasn't no 079 shit.
No limit.
None of that bullshit at all.
Quiet
these
money.
kids got now. None of that shit.
Shout out to Quiet Money.
It was GDs, Blackstones, BDs, Four Corner Hustlers, Vice Lords, all that
Lords.
stuff.
Yeah.
It was all that.
Irv is a cornball though.
Back then.
Irv is a cornball. He right.
He's a woman
He
scorer.
is a cornball, and I don't like that shit. He just talked too much. He sold his masters, got his money, started his own.
He's 300 up.
Yeah, he started his own business with the movie shit. That story he told about him and Nas trying to go to Baltimore.
Your thoughts? For those who have not seen the clip, who have an everyday life outside of social media or whatever, speak on that, please.
He said back in the day, the early days, him and Nas, they wanted to go to Baltimore. This is when Nas was popping with that album. I forget what album it was. He wanted to go to Baltimore. But he wanted to pull up in the hood of Baltimore like flossing. So Nas told him, like, man, I don't want to do that. We going to get killed. Nigga Irv told Nas, then we'll be martyrs, nigga.
Yeah.
Hit it.
We'll be martyrs.
That shit lost me. And it lost. He said he lost Nas, too.
He lost him. Because Nas was a... Man, I'm going to keep quiet.
No. What?
No, not,
Rewind. No, nigga. This is a podcast. This is your legacy. You don't keep quiet now. Say what you want to fucking say.
Because when I saw that and heard that and knowing some of Nas affiliates...
Yeah, pass that shit after him.
So knowing some of Nas affiliates, yo.
Damn. You killed half the damn...
that shit right there,
Uh-huh.
them Queensbridge niggas wasn't on that. They wasn't on that. And just me knowing them couple of his affiliates personally, they wasn't on that at all. Shout out to Joe.
Pass the Tito's.
Shout out to my nigga Joe. That's what you got in your hand.
You got to relax.
Go finish what you're saying, B. No, I don't want that.
Oh, okay. But no, man, it was...
Raw dog, man.
It just seeing that interview, hearing that, and knowing some of Nas affiliates and how they roll. Shout out to Jungle, shout out to Joe, shout out to them niggas that be around.
You know
them.
Jungle?
They was 50 deep. I was like, we was 50 deep, security, whatever. Nigga, you roll through Roseland, promoting the album in a Range Rover. No, in a Bentley, chains, no shirts on, in the hood. Somebody gonna poke you. Pause. These young niggas don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we're talking about, you gotta go back to the year.
But I'm just saying back then too.
03.
In Baltimore?
03, 02, 01.
You have been to Baltimore? You went through it?
I went through it as a child. I don't remember it. I haven't gone through it as an adult. I have not.
I've been to Baltimore. I was managing a conscious rapper. And we stopped through Baltimore on his little collegiate tour. Shout out to Kev Brown. Shout out to that whole crew, the low budget crew. Baltimore, they gonna poke you.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about none of that. You have to have security.
Did you both explain what he said verbatim?
He said we gonna go in the hood in Bentleys.
Attached to the what?
What? What you mean?
Bentley's attached to the tour buses. Go ahead.
Yep.
Attached to the tour buses, park in the hood, smoke weed, kick it,
eat fried chicken
before we go to a show.
And we'll be the only niggas that ever do that.
We'll be the only niggas that ever do that. It's called slow singing and flower bringing. But not in his defense, but how his mind was, he was on some, I want to touch the people, keeping it real. I get it. Am I?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
He did verbatim say
that was what he said.
Yeah, I want to
verbatim say he did say they would have security with them.
Coach, me and you got an album out. Me and you.
They would have security.
We got
with
Bentleys
them.
on the back of our tour bus, and we park our shit on block 7 in the garden.
They would have niggas with them also.
What we doing?
No, nigga, we gonna be fighting for our lives.
Now I'm gonna say this.
In that era,
Yeah.
in that year, in the alligator pit.
I've known on record.
Nah, B.
On 2 different occasions. I got other stories too. They chased Bow Wow out of a fucking
Out of
mall.
a mall. That's true though.
Out of a fucking mall.
That's true.
Was
though.
Evergreen?
They got Chingy for his clothes in the mall.
Nigga, I was at Operation Push when Ray and Ghost got slapped.
I didn't know about that one. Talk about that.
Operation Push, Wu-Tang performed here. Them niggas got slapped.
By who?
With them hats cocked to the side, all that shit. Yeah.
Which way it was?
They was opposite. Because, you know, if they was to my way, I'd have took care of them. But they was opposite.
Gotcha, okay.
Same shit with Jim Jones and Cam and them. Me, shout out to Happy, Don C, Riso. We was all doing a show at the Pavilion.
Yeah.
We had to keep telling Jim, turn your hat straight, nigga. We on Roosevelt.
He had it to the
to the left.
Okay.
Like, slow down, nigga.
Yeah, you know the pavilion is over there by
Jim
the
didn't
village.
care.
You get what I'm saying?
No, Jim didn't care.
But I get it though. But we promoting you, and you and I care. No homo. We tell you, hey man, you in the crib. This your first or second time here?
Gotcha. There you go. You prefacing and giving context.
You know what I'm saying? You in your
The
first or second time here?
Yeah, I understand.
Keep the hat, Arrow. Keep it 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. It's like I look at shit I live for shit two different ways, as a consumer and as a promoter fucking with record labels. And when these artists come here to Chicago, they bring their crib here.
I was at the radio station.
You dig me?
I was at the radio station WGCI with Himalayan Dutch getting the record played. I had to sit to the side. God bless his soul. Tim Buck was there. And Tim Buck was there along with Tifa and everybody else, right?
I just sent it to you,
We love you, Nick.
Tim Buck was
young ass.
Was just getting on as far as a mix show DJ. Young Buck and his crew came to the station. We had to sit to the side, and because they had to do the interview. Young Buck had the spinning chain on, the spinning G unit chain on. Later that night, the chain got snatched, got robbed, got took, whatever.
Where was he at?
So many words. I mean, this was 05. This was 05. It had to be 04, 05. I don't know where the fuck Buck was at. I thought before I heard he was at a club. I heard the nigga had it on. He was at a club, or where he was at. I don't know. I will say this: back then, the project buildings were still up all over Chicago.
He was down there by Kaboom's era. He was over by Kaboom's.
Which is the north side of Chicago.
No,
not the north side.
No.
It's around where? Cabrini Green?
Yep. Cabrini Green. Okay. Yeah.
So the story is some niggas from the Greens ran up on them in the venue and took that shit. What people don't understand,
shout out to
back
Blue.
then, a lot of them niggas from the Greens robbed a lot
of niggas.
Rappers.
Cause let me at one point when artists came to Chicago, the GDs was their security because they was doing shows at the amphitheater.
Yeah.
The GDs ran the amphitheater. So when the amphitheater got shut down, the new security in Chicago when artists came here was the BDs. The BDs took care of the artists here. They made them safe. They was their security. So in certain territories, in certain areas, they were security, but they had to secure themselves and be security. If you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So just being in these clubs and promoting these records, and I've seen in Kabooms.
And the Vice Lords had to be
serving popcorn.
No.
Selling
Vice
popcorn.
Lords had to be Vice Lords had to be security for a couple of rappers.
How many?
The main one would have been the Gucci Man. They had to be Vice Lords had to be security for him.
The BDs took care of everybody after the New Breeds and the BDs. They took care of everybody after the GDs
The thing
shut
with
down.
Chicago was, and you know, y'all can probably attest to this. It wasn't. You didn't have to.
I'm
quote,
giving out
unquote,
history, Scarborough.
You didn't have to quote unquote check in when you got here. But what you had to do,
Tell them.
is you had to, if whoever the promoter was, you need to figure out who he was affiliated with.
Exactly.
Because where you was gonna be at, it might be some people there.
Exactly.
And if you was in the Greens doing the show, people forget all them clubs around the Greens were still up.
Yeah.
The people who work security for the Greens, guess where they from?
Right.
And they ain't finna have no conflict with the people that they know.
That they
live right
know, they
across
gotta
the
go
street.
back to.
So Chicago different. It was y'all know Chicago different.
You can't.
Chicago's super different.
I think Irv really wanted to be like Baby. Really wanted to be like Puff.
He never got the credit.
Really wanted to be big or equated as Suge and shit like that. But
he had whack rappers on his roster.
But the thing was,
damn.
but you know what though, and but the thing is,
Ja Rule
but the
wasn't
thing,
that
but
I'm
but
not talking about Ja Rule.
but the thing though, I kind of
who you have.
I kind of understand
Kinda like
Irv.
Top.
I kind of understand Irv
Chink Santana.
for what he contributed to the culture. I kind of
Yeah,
understand
of
what he
course.
contributed
Charlie
to the culture.
Baltimore.
Think about
You
it.
dig what I'm saying?
He had DMX.
He had DMX. He produced Reasonable Doubt. He had track. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, I tell any nigga, man, over a certain age, validation is only for parking.
Yep.
At a certain time in your life, you should not be looking for validation from no adults. You shouldn't.
Hit it.
You 56, you 60 years old, still trying to be validated. That's crazy.
And nigga, you beat the fucking feds. He should be somewhere
So what the fuck?
rejoicing every day.
Irv is how old for real?
He about okay. Let's say 55.
Yeah, Irvin
I
is
think
50.
I think Irv is about around 51.
Let's say
52. I think
52.
he's around your age.
Okay.
And,
Okay, but
and he's a diabetic.
He's
He's been
diabetic.
dealing with that.
He's half
for
breed.
years.
He's a half breed.
He's
too.
a half breed.
Yeah. He's a half breed. He's half Italian.
I'm
half
52
black.
and never will need to be validated.
But the thing about it is, when he came out with that, when he came out and said that about Nas and Be More, I said cornball, because the thing about it is, you can't sit up here and floss on the hood like that. You can't. You can indirectly.
Go to 130 if
You can indirectly.
in 03.
You can indirectly in the hood make them feel low.
Go ahead.
By doing such.
Do
Yeah,
it.
go ahead
Shit
and
like
do
that.
it.
This
Go
ain't
ahead
no
and do
block
it.
club party, nigga.
Pop it.
This ain't no block club party.
Now, will
Go
you
to the Henry Horners in '97 and do that shit.
Do it.
Will you have people? True.
Do
indeed.
that shit.
Do it.
I'm
Nigga, I see motherfuckers get their shit snatched off their motherfucking neck.
Give me that. Hand that
Just
here.
like that.
Let me
Give me
get
that. Yeah.
you know. Now you do have people that will, woo, hey, all that kind of shit. You will have that.
Unzip your
But
pants.
you will have that nigga.
Unzip your pants.
You will have that nigga. That one nigga that be like, I'm on some shicey shit.
Fuck
Of
that.
course.
I'm about to poke these niggas.
Cause that nigga hurting.
All right.
He hurting.
You a lamb.
And you
going
come in the crib.
You a
you come in-
lamb going
you
in front
come
of
here-
wolves.
Yeah, you come in
What's
here.
gonna happen?
Yeah, you can't do that.
He ain't got
Yeah, I
nothing
mean-
to lose. What they tell you? Be scared of a nigga that ain't got nothing to lose.
You gotta come in shit humble. You got to. You gotta come in the humble. So when I see them little clips and a little bit of interview when he said that, he lost Nas because that wasn't what them niggas was on.
Nas said, "No, fuck that. I got a child.
I got a
I'm
child,
chilling.
yeah.
I don't want to do
I'm
that.
chilling.
I done got through that whole shit dealing with Pac. I'm not finna kill myself.
I got a
I'm
lot.
not finna get myself killed. I'm finna be like Puff, and we're gonna work our way through, and we're gonna be here.
And we gonna make records.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect for Irv.
I do have respect for
Irv,
him.
one of the best storytellers ever. And I ain't gonna lie to you. When he on somebody's,
King Chatty Patty.
when he interviewing, I love his hip hop stories.
He's entertaining.
He
got
tells
history.
stories about records that we didn't even know about that got brought to light or whatever. But yeah, he get in his feelings sometimes, and he get going.
I took offense and I took it back to that because you cannot shit on the hood. You cannot run through B-More. B-More is one of the worst
Nigga.
cities ever.
They because of the poverty
There's a
level.
street.
The
There's
poverty
a
level.
there's a neighborhood in Chicago, man, on the 107th
And what?
in Cottage.
I've been over there.
Yeah.
It looks like Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them houses, that split house,
Split
Saint,
house, yep.
that's Baltimore, bro.
Yep.
Go back in there. I had a God bless my auntie. She lived over there, nigga. We used to call that the Lost Land.
Damn.
That strip, it was a street down.
It was a street.
It was
Cottage Grove. Go back there. Go back in the back for Corliss.
True.
Yeah.
True indeed.
Yeah.
It was a street 2 blocks over.
Go back there.
Right where Corliss was, they called it Compton.
Pull up back there with some Bentleys and some weed and some niggas with chains with no shirts on. You ain't going to your show. You going back home.
Hell no, you ain't going to your
You
show.
going to the police station to do a police report.
Give me a rewind.
That was good. That was good.
Rewind again.
But what 50 years hip hop, it brought us all back full circle.
Got thrown off a little bit.
Did you really?
Yeah, got thrown off a little bit, man. That shit was wild, Jack. Yeah, Irv and Halle Berry should get together. In my opinion.
Irv and Halle Berry?
Yeah. She can't keep a man.
He won't.
He can't keep a woman. He also said that, these women out here, he likes the Dominican woman, and she said she wanted 25 bands. He wants to be held and comforted, and he wants his butt rubbed and ate.
He wanted
other
cuddle.
kind of shit like that.
He wanted to cuddle. These bitches.
He had a wife that was doing all that.
These bitches want
and had
receipts,
kids
bro.
by him, but he fucked Ashanti so much, and she don't acknowledge this shit. Now she back with the boo that she really wanted in life. They ain't had no kids together, but fuck it.
She ain't finna drop no baby.
Yeah, she ain't dropping no kids, man. How much birth control she gonna? How much birth control can she keep consuming?
She just swallowed. That's all.
That's all.
Bombs.
She an elephant.
Hey, Nook, don't get mad when you hear about Ashanti swallowing.
She an elephant.
Adrian Stewart, don't get mad because you hear that Ashanti's a swallower.
She an elephant. That's all.
I'm gonna tell you something. Adrian Stewart, Ashanti, that's his.
That's his boo.
That's
his boo.
His imaginary boo.
That's his
He
boo.
love the shit out of Ashanti.
He got posters on the wall.
Bombs.
That's what's up. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad. She got Eddie Munster
She looks
sideburns.
fine
man.
as fuck.
Look like a fucking a fish, man. Her eyes are too fucking far.
You a fucker.
She'll pull them pants down. She got a fish now.
Take me down right
She got
now.
a clam. She got a clam.
She's right here.
Yeah,
She's
got a
right
clam.
here, sound guy. You're gonna play keys. You're gonna play drums. You're gonna eat ass and everything.
So your dick
You're
ain't
not gonna
get
fuck.
hard? Oh yeah.
She looked like a fish.
Yeah,
That's
he want-
working title number
He
one.
want pound time.
Fuck all that shit.
What?
He want-
Sound guy would not fuck Ashanti. That's the working title. That's the title.
Like a fish.
Wow.
You said you would not fuck Ashanti.
She looks.
Answer the question.
She looks like a fish.
Yes, no.
Okay, you like
No.
fish. You go fishing.
That's why I wouldn't fuck her. She looks like a fish.
So why you fish?
But you eat fish.
She looks like a fish.
So what he's saying is,
so-
Her eyes are too.
He don't want to eat what he catch.
What'd you say?
I'm cool.
He don't want to eat what he catch.
Bombs.
I got you.
Nigga, that nigga just cut up fried fish the other day, weeks ago. You wouldn't fuck Ashanti.
no, he said.
No.
Get your motherfucking ass out of here.
No.
Lying.
No.
You lied.
No. She looks like a fish to me.
What up, Miss
No.
Bell?
Miss Bell, what up?
Hey, Katrisa.
Miss Bell
I
came
don't
out
like
of
her
nowhere.
eyes, man. I don't like her face. I don't like her fucking.
You don't like her
face.
titties?
I don't like her face.
Her titties.
I don't like her face.
Her
That's why they
butt.
got
If
a
I can't
stomach
look
to
at a
lay
bitch
on.
in the
Her
face, I
butts.
don't like that shit.
Her
Like,
stomach.
come on, bro.
She can lay on that.
Her tats.
She got a nice body. Her face looked like a flounder.
Damn.
God
She a butterface
damn. You
for real.
can't stop the rain.
You can't stop him falling.
Give me a rewind, man. Rewind again.
The man said she ugly.
Yeah, Tino know. Tino like, man, that shit back there is different world. Damn, they got shot fucking with a chick over
I'm
there.
gonna call it Clay.
Yeah, that Lost Land ain't no joke, B.
Hey,
No, it ain't, bro.
Ain't no joke.
Coach. Sound, be able.
Motherfucker be running from there.
Nigga.
Steph Curry say he's the second best point guard,
No,
or
he
maybe the
didn't.
greatest point guard
Yeah, there
ever
you go.
in the NBA history.
You heard him flounder, Scarborough.
How you feel about that?
I was pissed.
You was pissed.
Why was you pissed?
He's not.
He's not. What is he then?
Combo guard, 2 guard.
You seen the doc?
Yeah, I did. Underrated?
Underrated?
Yeah, I like
Oh,
it.
fuck. It was so inspiring.
It was.
It was.
The part that got me was when his dad was saying how fucked up his shot was down.
Terrible shot.
Terrible shot.
He fixed that
He
shit.
fixed that shit.
You know how hard that is to do?
That's hard, bro.
I'm still going through that right
That's
now.
hard.
God.
That's hard. That's shit. Pause. That shit hard.
Yeah, you know, Steph, that little conversation went on for 2 days about him being the greatest point guard. Here's my thing, though. I just got to say this.
Here we go. Here
Why
we
do-
go. Here we go.
why-
Drum roll, please.
Why do everybody be so offended when players say that?
Cause you know what it is. This is what gets me, coach, and I'm gonna take it on both sides. Rappers, whatever you in, if you don't think you are the greatest, who is? Who gonna think you great other than yourself? So if you can't self-proclaim and self-salute and self-promote yourself, that's wrong.
Not
What's
to
the
me.
What's the other side?
I'm just saying, is that wrong though?
It's not wrong.
But
Not
Here
to
we
me.
go.
That's
Here
not
we go.
wrong.
Here we go.
no, ain't
The
no.
contrast.
No, it's no contrast. I'm with him. If it's how you feel, it's how you feel.
Okay.
That's one of God's nephews. That nigga can shoot from the fucking locker room.
Well, people gotta understand. It's people who never saw Magic play.
That's true.
They never saw him play. It's
I've
people
only
like
never seen Mike play.
it's people like us fortunate who've seen both play.
Yeah,
So for me, it's still Magic
it's magic.
because of the impact. Magic Johnson's impact in a game, and I'm saying this, it's probably more impactful than anybody we've seen in history, maybe other than LeBron, when they was like in their prime. Magic Johnson literally controlled a game without having 10 points at the half. That's just his impact. He finished his career averaging 11 assists a game. He just wasn't a 20-point scorer. But early on in his years in the league, he was getting 25, 27, and 11 with his eyes closed. And I get it. Everybody saying, well, we'll never see another shooter like Steph. Honestly, I don't think we'll never see another player like Magic.
At all.
That's me. I think you will see somebody else who can be great as a shooter. I don't know if you will see another player that's impactful like Magic, 6'9", being a point guard. You don't see that no more.
With the most beautiful passes.
You just don't see it no more.
I took offense because I'm an Isaiah Thomas fan. Isaiah Thomas is the quintessential prototype
Point guard.
point guard. 6'1", 6'2", 6 feet. Leader of men. Point guard on the team. Natural born killer when it comes to that shot. Clutch. Gets the assist. Leads the whole team. Gets everybody involved. That is the duties of a point guard. It may be more and everything, but that's what it is. Some days he would score 30. Some days he would score 20 and but has everybody involved and make sure everybody was on point. I don't see that with Steph.
Because you don't think he's a
Draymond-
point guard.
Huh?
Right? You don't think, right, you say he's not a point guard.
I said he's not a
Yeah,
He's
I
a
got
combo
you.
guard.
Yeah, he's not a point.
He's not a
He's
to
not
me,
a Chris
combo
Paul
guard.
type.
Correct.
I got you.
Correct. He's not.
Well, Michael Jordan said Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard to ever play. And he said he tired of people.
Okay, I
giving
get
him
Magic
credit.
Johnson,
Yeah.
but Magic also is an outlier because he's 6'9". He's not the prototype.
That's what to me. That's the lore. That's what made him great.
The distinction, right?
Yeah, because he's 6'9".
Hey, I need everybody. I know they having the strike going on right now, but those black people need your ass to watch Winning Time on HBO.
Yep.
Watch the goddamn show. Shout out to Jeff
I'm in the
Pearlman,
bill.
who is based off his book or whatever. But I need y'all to watch Winning Time because
You fuck with Shy?
The Shy?
Yeah, that's your.
No, I haven't. I haven't even started watching. Not one season yet.
Shout out to cousin. He in the episode, the house party episode.
But watch Winning Time.
Shout out to my man Dasan.
I'm in. You know, I like that shit.
What's that? That's your.
The Winning Time.
I'm gonna let it build.
No, I like that shit.
It's
But
good. 'Cause
watch
it's like I said on the pod before, it's good for guys like us because we saw that era. So for us, it's like nostalgia.
yeah, I saw that. I'm a Magic fan. Help. Help. Help.
Help me, please.
Help me, please.
You seen the Biz Markie doc?
Not yet.
I need to see that.
I need to watch that.
It's very interesting.
I gotta
How
watch
his
the
wife-
Raymond Lewis doc.
How his wife curated that shit. That shit crazy.
I gotta watch that.
interesting.
But the doc y'all should watch.
The one, yeah.
Let
I
me
was
get
trying to find that.
Let me
shit
get a
today.
rewind, sound guy. Give me a rewind.
I was trying to find out today. The BS.
This is the fucking doc that everyone should watch. It's called BS High.
Yeah.
It's based on a school that never existed, and the head coach of this school was probably the biggest con artist, narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, piece of shit person that I've ever seen in my life.
I gotta watch that shit.
And I want to say this just a little bit. What he did is a result of guys who want to wear that name coach, taking advantage and preying on kids from broken homes with no daddies, single moms, and he preyed on that shit and he sold these kids a dream. That doc and the way he answered questions in that doc, that motherfucker was a psychopath.
Is
man.
he in jail?
No,
Why not?
because believe it or not, Maul, he didn't break a law. There's no law saying you can't that you can't open a fake school. There's no law saying that you can't say you have a school and it's really not in existence. There's no laws in that.
So
That's why everybody was so befuddled.
What happened to them kids then?
They just went away. Some of them still trying to get to college. Some of them working real jobs.
Last chance you.
It's the story's so fucked up, man. When you watch it, you gonna be like, how the fuck? You gonna really look at yourself as a parent like.
But you said they took PPP loans.
He put. So it was during the pandemic. He had kids apply. His players apply for PPP loans. Had their social securities and everything. He told them they was applying for loans to help them pay for the high school because they owed balances on their account. What he did was take the social security numbers and open up PPP loans. He opened up a PPP loan on one kid for $20,000 in his name. Fucked the kid's credit up. Fucked up the kid's credit with eviction notices because they was at these hotels they stayed in and he didn't pay for it. So you had eviction notices in kids' names. But when you hear him justify it, you really be like, this nigga is nuts. This nigga name was Roy Johnson from Long Island, New York. It's sad. Y'all just gotta watch it. It's worth the 120 minutes. That's all I'm gonna say.
I tried to
BS
find it when
High,
you said
right?
it.
BS High.
They was on ESPN.
That's what kicked the whole bullshit off. That's how people ended up getting wind that this was some bullshit.
Who got fired behind that?
That's the thing.
I'm talking about ESPN. Who got fired for
We'll never know.
hit it? Trump got indicted today,
Hand claps.
along with 19 other people.
Hand claps.
That one nigga. That looked like who's. Which way did he go?
He bonded out too.
Finally,
He bonded out.
Yeah, Trump bonded out. He did a press conference. He said this is
the black guy
No, I'm talking about Trump.
Oh.
He bonded out immediately right after he turned himself in.
trying to get his trial separated from everybody else.
Of course, so he can run for president.
Hey,
Too much time.
Y'all see the niggas for Trump? You see that one nigga? I
Yeah.
sent it to y'all.
Yeah, I saw him. I sent it to y'all.
The new
That's
one?
crazy. The nigga, it's a nigga for Trump. He ran out.
It's niggas outside that was outside that courthouse
With
protesting.
shirts
With
saying
shirts
nigga
that
for
say
Trump.
niggas for Trump.
Yeah.
Actual niggas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrongfully accused.
So the lady, the reporter said, "What's your name?" He said, "Niggas." Nigga
Yeah.
for Trump.
He gave him that.
Pussy hole brown.
He gave him that motherfucking stimmy. Them
And-
niggas ain't never.
And his own party didn't even want to give up the stimulus check.
He gave him those stimmies, and they've been hooked ever since. Trump passed that money around, like you said, right?
They think
Like
that
we said on
motherfucker-
these podcasts.
They
Yeah?
think that motherfucker's
Yeah, I'm telling you.
eat, boy.
Niggas need more flat screen TVs.
Need it, man.
The fuck?
Give me a rewind again. Rewind one more time.
Miss Bell, that documentary was very, very interesting.
Rewind again.
The whole recreation of the hospital scene, that shit was very, very interesting.
Stephen A. Smith and Lonzo Ball get into it, you guys. What's your thoughts?
That ain't shit.
That's a clone.
That ain't shit, man.
What's a clone?
That wasn't no Lonzo Ball.
That nigga don't even
Pop
have,
it.
he don't even have a knee.
He don't even talk like that. That nigga sounded so on brand.
Alonzo Ball got hinges right there where his
On
knee
his
should
knee.
be at.
It was brought up, and that a couple of weeks ago, Dwayne Wade celebrated his Hall of Fame, which was a touching moment, and with him and his father.
Mm-hmm.
We made the Hall of Fame, dog. That shit was touching. He gave honor to his father and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a certain person wasn't there.
Well, LeBron,
Yeah. Your thoughts? Melo was there. Chris Paul was there.
Gabrielle Union controlled that.
Bombs.
That's all I got to say.
Coach, your thoughts or no thoughts?
All I'm gonna say is it just was mighty, mighty strange that LeBron wasn't there. That's all.
They
Celebrated his
beefing.
best friend.
They
Just
beefing.
mighty strange, man.
They
It was
beefing.
just strange.
Who gives a
And
fuck?
another thing that somebody brought up to me is that you ever notice how none of their kids are even close.
I won't be close to no motherfucker that's supposed to be what he is. It ain't. The fuck?
So
You saw that fight on the video on the Twitter, dude.
What? What? What fight?
Where that motherfucker fight at? That fight with them two dudes, the transgender fights.
In the bedroom.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah, I
The
seen
girls.
that. Yeah, I seen that.
Malika! And beat the shit out that bitch. He turned around. He did a spin move, like started whooping that bitch. Whooping that nigga, man.
Yeah,
Whooping that nigga,
It's
man.
modern day Sodom and Gomorrah,
Oh
G.
my
Oh.
God. And he caught another rapper snitching, Youngin Ace.
It's modern day Sodom and Gomorrah.
A lot of these motherfucking rappers is snitching, man. Not switching, but snitching, man. They got them on videos, snitching.
I don't want to go to jail.
FBG Butter.
They talk all that crazy
Snitching.
shit, nigga. When they freedom is risk, they talk straight.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
What that nigga say? I ain't risk my freedom.
Risk my freedom for you niggas.
Pop it.
That. What Bernie say? Your Honor.
Your Honor. That motherfucker right there.
Right
Yeah.
there. I ain't going to jail for none of you motherfuckers. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah. Motherfucker had another mass shooting in Pittsburgh.
Another one,
Nigga didn't want to give up that he didn't want to give up he didn't want to pay rent no more and didn't want to give up the place he was renting out. Said fuck it, I'm gonna shoot the drone
He
down.
was a hobo with a
I'm
gun.
gonna shoot everybody. It was a 6'3" nigga.
Yeah.
Said fuck it.
Hit him in the knees, eat a buck.
Oh.
World crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. The world is crazy.
It is, man.
The world is crazy.
The world is,
Chad.
the world is a toilet, yo. Straight up.
One of the greatest titles ever.
The world is a
The
toilet.
world is a toilet.
It's a toilet.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you got women that want to be boys. You got boys want to be women. You got kids out here 90 degrees with hoodies on. You got it's fucked up.
You know they said it. You know what the nigga said, right?
What?
Nigga on Twitter said, or X or whatever shit called now. Nigga said, why the fuck y'all celebrating gender reveals in 15 years?
I saw
later?
that. And then 15 years later, it's a girl.
Yeah, gonna be a girl. Bombs, man. Why? That's a waste of what? Money.
Yeah, fuck that.
You don't know what's gonna happen, man.
I mean, to keep it transparent, man, I didn't celebrate my sister's baby shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was too young to have a kid. Why we celebrating that?
Right.
That's that old school mentality.
Why we
Right. Boy,
celebrating?
why we celebrating this? This ain't no celebration.
It's a Band-Aid. Fuck
Pop it.
celebrating. It's a Band-Aid. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no ooh-wee, girl. No, this some, oh, shit.
NFL season's upon us. Real last thing.
That
Coach-
means fantasy football
Coach,
is here.
Coach,
Hit it!
so I'm going to ask you. Somebody asked me, and I could give an answer. What you think the Bears going to do?
They gonna win anywhere
7?
7 to 9 games. Either
That's
way
what I
between
said.
that
I
time.
said 7.
Yeah.
I said 6 to 7,
Okay.
honestly. And you
You
know
say
what's
what?
crazy? I said 6 to 7 games.
I say they gonna win the NFC North.
Oh, okay.
I got the Bears winning the NFC North. You heard it here first. God
Put
damn
a
it.
bet on FanDuel.
Okay.
I did.
They see that they have some decent odds.
I did. I
Yeah.
put the bet. What do you have them winning?
I don't have them winning the North.
Why not?
I have the Lions winning the North.
Ain't that
Yeah.
a bitch?
You
You
know
a
what's
Jared
crazy?
Goff fan?
I just started watching the Jets Hard Knock.
Here you go.
That show is good.
Because I was just, you know what I'm saying? I just caught it the other day. Because I've been watching some show on Apple TV called Swagger.
Yeah.
Produced by Kevin Durant.
That shit ain't bad.
I heard it's really good.
This shit, I watched one episode.
Farrell likes that. Likes that.
It's pretty
TV
cool.
show.
Get you straight, man.
Hey G,
Pause.
I swear, I got Bears coming out of the North.
I hope they do win the North.
Hey,
That
Hey, what
they've
y'all
been
doing the first
that
game?
means they've been in the playoffs.
Nigga asked me today on Clubhouse, in one of my favorite Clubhouse groups, 94 Feet Podcast. He said, "Would you trade a #1 pick for Jonathan Taylor?" I said, "Yes." Get that #1 pick the fuck up out of here. Give me Jonathan Taylor. Give him a new contract. Give him a Jonathan Taylor.
I know why you
That's
say that.
me, though.
I
That's
know why
me.
you say that because he's 25.
Young, that's me though. And I'm not a fully entrenched football fan like that. Like I like basketball, but give me Jonathan Taylor. That lets me know you want to fucking win.
Yeah, if you give up a first round pick.
You want to win. A first round pick, yeah. That's years to take and shit. You see what the fuck is going on with Trey Lance, right? He a third quarterback right now, exploring options. Look, trade motherfucking the #1 pick for Jonathan Taylor. Bring him to the Bears.
No. No. He makes $14 million a year. No.
Fuck it. We
Then-
gotta pay somebody.
Well, you ain't gonna be able to pay Justin. You ain't gonna be able to pay what's the name? That's why it's salary restraints with the Bears.
Damn.
And you gotta look at it like this too. He got until Tuesday to find a trade. That's what Ursay already told him.
Ursay is James Dolan of the NFL.
Ursay did that shit because he know ain't nobody finna trade. Ursay ran the price up. Ain't nobody finna give up no second, third round for Jonathan Taylor.
He rejected Miami.
Yeah, because it was weak. Ursay, listen, I hope Jonathan Taylor figure it out. I really do, but I think he's gonna be a coach on Tuesday night. So that's just me.
I drafted him in one of my leagues.
It's good.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish the Dolphins can get him, boy. Hey, bye Jets. I don't even think the Jets gonna win that division.
Dalvin Cook though is there.
I still don't think they're gonna win that division. That division is too competitive.
Mm.
You gotta go to Buffalo, you gotta go to Miami, you gotta go to New England. It's just too competitive. I just don't know if they're gonna win it.
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Anywhere where you hear podcasts at, we are there. Usually I would go to the bullshit, but the bullshit is getting a little too long. And I ain't got the patience to read all that shit. I like my shit short, get to the point, get it over with.
That's what she said.
Pretty much. With that being said, be able, Coach Moses, Sound Guy, be able to take us out.
God bless. Good night.
Bombs! Thank you for everybody commenting, goddammit. I appreciate you. I'll get to your comments next week. Fuck it.